welcome to stream. Yeah, I was like, when you were like that one day where it was like the last day, you were like, I definitely can't stream, just don't feel up to it. I'm like, that is perfectly fine. I was thinking about it because every time we like had to cancel a stream, your migraines seemed like they were pretty bad, and I was wondering, like, are they just getting worse the longer you've been going through treatment? So you're happily finally finished, so hopefully the migraines have settled down a bit.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not that it got worse. It's more like it was like clockwork. Every Wednesday and Saturday, I would get a migraine. Like fucking clockwork. Like, I don't know if it was just the way TMS works. I don't know if it's the way my body handled TMS. I don't know if it's the way my migraines get triggered. I don't know what it is, but it was frustrating as all shit, because that was like 6 weeks, 7 weeks of just every Wednesday and Saturday being completely useless.
Yeah, it's always rough. And I don't get migraines very frequently. I get them kind of infrequently and mostly headaches. But there was a time where like I would consistently have like one headache a month, and it was always like around the same time. So I minorly feel the pain on that one, but I can only it's like it's really frustrating because you're like, I want to get things done, but I literally can't.
Yeah, I would love to be a functional human being right now. Unfortunately, my body says no.
Yeah, that was me yesterday, basically. I woke up with a headache that didn't go away until, like, stream time yesterday. I was like, I really just want to function and do stuff. So I had to cancel stream. So, yeah, it's rough. It's definitely rough. So hopefully they're a little bit less frequent now.
So not only are they less frequent now, thankfully, because if I had gotten a migraine this past Saturday, I would have just lost my shit.
No.
Not only that, but also I have like way more energy now.
Good.
And I'm able to do things more, and I am less self-loathing a little bit. And on top of that, I had a job interview on Monday.
Oh, hopefully it went well.
And I got the job.
Oh, congrats! Awesome. That's exactly what you want.
So yeah, I'm pretty hype for that.
Well, what kind of job is it in?
It's just working CVS. It's nothing special, but
okay. But it's money. It's money.
It is in fact money, and it is in fact like it's so CVS. The reason why I even applied there, because I hate retail. Everyone hates retail. Retail
I know.
Is the worst.
I have also gone down the route of having to apply to like retail type jobs recently because there's nothing else going.
The reason why I applied to CVS in the first place is they, a few months ago, put out a statement saying publicly that they updated their company policy for managing in-house harassment, and now using someone's dead name, using someone's incorrect pronouns, and not being fully like accepting and respectful of people's like life choices for themselves is now considered workplace harassment. And
good, as it should be.
And will be treated as such to the highest possible degree. And you have to treat trans people as their chosen. You have to treat trans people as they're transitioning to gender.
Yes,
that's
good.
To, so.
That's phenomenal in a time where the US are fucking
losing their shit.
Oh my god, yeah, pretty much.
We're just losing our shit. It's fine.
The trans genocide in the US is really happening. So at a time like that, it's nice that this company, which I'm quite surprised from them because I always hear a lot of shit about them as a like it's a pharmacy, right? It's a pharmacy. Yeah. Like I always hear kind of bad stories about people going and trying to get meds. But so I'm surprised that they would actually put a policy like that up. But that's really nice to see.
Yeah, it's lovely. So I'm like, haha, I'm going to apply here because
You're going to be safer.
I will at least be respected by my coworkers.
That is it. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Are you on like full-time or part-time, Myra's?
Part-time, and I'm making sure that my days off are going to be Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays for therapy, Wednesdays for this.
Sweet, nice. Yeah, I'm still like, I'm struggling. I've been struggle busting trying to find work. I was very disappointed because one of like our big like food retail stores is Lidl, and they're a German company, so they pay workers really well, and they literally every shop in the entire country has been hiring for just like floor staff basically. So I applied in 2 places that are close enough to us that I can get to. Both of them I got a rejection letter being like, so we're not progressing with your application yesterday. I was like, oh, this is upsetting. Oh yeah, so it's I think it's been like, I want to say 15 months of trying to find work now and just getting constant rejection letters. So yeah, it was a top of the sad icing that was yesterday of just not being a functioning human and then hearing that.
Oh no.
But we're out here, we keep trying. My therapist is like, I don't know how you keep going, and there's positive. I'm like, if I don't, I will crumble.
Yeah, I have 2 options. Either keep trying or just curl up in a ball and cry forever. Yeah.
I do that fairly frequently, but like trying to do it less.
Yeah, I feel that.
But yeah, I hope everything else been going well. I know Robin has been having some health checkups. I hope all of that went well for her.
So hold on one sec. So I had to check first, but basically, the way it went was that, so her ribs did in fact move correctly into place and heal over time like they were supposed to.
Okay.
But mostly. They're not perfect, but they are within the realms of normal now.
This is good. Ribs are hard to heal.
However, because the damage was as severe as it was, there is like cartilage and stuff build up on the inside of the ribs, which is what's causing the pain.
Yeah.
And there's nothing they can do about it, because trying to like open everything up, take it out, put it back would just cause scar tissue to form in the same place. It caused the same problem. So the answer is take painkillers, maybe lose some weight, do your best. Sucks to suck, but you're not gonna die. And also, you don't even need a chest guard anymore. You can just go back to firefighting. Everything's good. Okay,
so like some positives, but also pain. What pain management's gonna be the big thing.
Yeah. So pain management doctor is gonna be the next thing to seek out.
Yeah, that's rough, because I know ribs are very hard to heal. I injured my ribs when I was like 16, and they've never quite been the same since. I get it's in the back side of the ribs, so I get like back pain from that. And I know that they're basically, most of the times out of 10, unless it's really severe, they just won't do anything about it, because it's such a hard place to like access and actually like put back into place when healing. You kind of just have to like not move and not do anything to try your best not to do it. So it's not surprising that they wouldn't operate to remove scar tissue or even attempt to do anything like that. But I hope that the pain management helps, because it's a sore spot.
Yeah, it sucks a lot. So I mean, I'm glad to know that at least she's not gonna die, and that if she moves wrong, she isn't gonna like not exist anymore just by moving wrong.
That is the big concern. So and she can go back to doing firefighting, which is really cool as well.
Firefighting, martial arts, the whole kit and caboodle, everything is back on the table. So
awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah, get back to like daily routines and daily life.
We love that. It's good.
But yeah, I feel like it's been so long that we've actually gotten to talk. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Same. I was gonna say, like, what's going on in your life? Like,
Oh, I had a very upsetty spaghetti week last week, so I've been very much all over the place. I had like a bad experience with a doctor that like completely set the tone for the rest of the week.
oh
Whereas,
god,
like,
who I gotta fight?
oh, it was so my I've been saying that my fatigue's been bad for a while, and my mom kind of got fed up with me, and she was like, "I'm gonna book you to get blood tests with the other doctor's office that's in the area where she lives, basically, so like where my hometown is." Because the doctor that I normally go to that's in the same town wasn't very helpful. So she was like, "This doctor's normally really good. It's the other doctor's office that I send your sister to, basically." My boyfriend goes to the same doctor. So I went in for like blood tests, but I was like, I have a medley of other just small things that I've been dealing with over the years and have not actually been dealing with that I brought up. And she basically just told me, stop being anxious and all your problems will go away.
Yes, just stop being anxious. Just
Yeah.
don't be anxious. It's
Yeah,
fine.
because it was one of those things where I was like, I mostly went in for my fatigue issues, and I told her, it's like, yeah, I got diagnosed with low vitamin D, but I'm worried that maybe there's other vitamin deficiencies that's causing it because it's gotten bad again, and I haven't had like a blood test in a year. And she was like, "Are you stressed?" I'm like, "Obviously I'm stressed. I am trying to like find work and struggling immensely. Of course I'm stressed." And I also like mentioned to her, it's like, I'm autistic, so like I know that also plays a factor into it. She's like, "Are you diagnosed?" I was like, "No, I'm not, because I can't currently afford to be diagnosed."
Yeah.
And she pulled the whole, "Well, you may have autistic traits, but I don't think you're actually autistic."
Oh my god. Are you a psych professional? No, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and I kind of like tried to be as calm as possible, and because I had mentioned like I know I have anxiety, and I know that I am autistic, and I've been seeing a therapist regularly to like try and help with my anxiety. And she was like, "Oh, what's your therapist think about the autism?" Like, my therapist thought I was diagnosed and didn't realize that I was undiagnosed. So I think she's like in agreement that I am autistic. But she kind of that mentioning that, I think, made the rest of the session with the doctor like not actually be worth my while, because she kind of chalked up everything else then just to be up to anxiety. So I was like, it was a waste of time. Yeah.
All my chronic fatigue, all my vitamin deficiencies, the fact that I haven't had a blood test in a while and want one, all of that is just because I have chronic anxiety, and it couldn't possibly be anything else.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And like, my boyfriend's like, "I'm really surprised that doctor would be like that, because she's normally really good." She kind of just brushed, like, I mentioned having like, she was like, "Yeah, you probably have IBS, but like I can't do anything for you," because I mentioned having digestion issues that I've had for years. And I mentioned that like as of like this year, since why is my internet so bad? It's doing the...
What, is it just like is it just like, are IBS treatments not available in Ireland? Because I know that in America there's like hundreds of meds you can take for IBS at this point.
So she recommended me like a probiotic and like one of the medications that helps with bloating if I get bloating, and that's the only thing she kind of prescribed to me. Neither of them are over the counter, so are like prescription, so you can buy them without having prescription. That's all she was like. She's like, maybe try a FODMAP diet.
Oh my god.
Because I mentioned to her that like I did food diaries for a while, and I just couldn't like pinpoint exact triggers, because sometimes I would eat one food and be fine with that food one day, and then I'd eat it another day and it would cause me issues, and like they'd be fairly healthy foods. I tried to like explain to her that like I eat fairly healthily. I try and have like in a meal 60% veg, and then like everything else is made up of meat and like grains or supplemental things.
You're doing way better than I am.
I'm trying to eat a lot of veg. Like, we eat a lot of vegetables in our diet. And I've definitely found that like cooking for myself, I feel a lot better than if I eat other people's food. And I don't know if that's like oils or if it's other like, I mentioned to her that like I know it's probably the acids from a lot of like fruits and veg that kind of set me off, depending on how it's cooked. And she was like, "Well, just kind of figure out what you can and you can't have." and
I've been trying to do that. That is exactly what I've told you. I've been trying to do. I
know. It was one of those things where she's like, just like cut out one thing and like,
oh my
every time you cut a food, and I was like, that's going to take so long to try and diagnose what doesn't work if that's the case. And she's like, just eat plainer foods. But like the thing that really annoyed me is that like since this year I have been unable to drink alcohol, even in small amounts. Like I had it was my mom's birthday a couple of weeks ago, so I went back to spend time with them and I stayed the night. And like after we had dinner, we had some prosecco, and I had like I think 3 glasses of prosecco, and like a couple of hours later I had to throw up because I had small amount of alcohol, and I hadn't had anything in months because every time I have even small amounts I have to either get really bad bloating or I have to throw it up. So and I was really bad on like New Year's because I had such bad like abdominal bloating that I could like feel where my liver was swollen. So like I mentioned that to her, and she just basically told me just stop drinking alcohol. No concern about my internal organs, whether or not sudden intolerance like that has popped up. Nope, just it'd be better for you in the long run if you stop drinking anyway. So just do that. I'm like, oh, I mean, okay.
Yeah, we're going to, but also like yes, I plan to do that, but also I'd like to know if I have other organ damage happening.
Yeah, like because I was sitting there for a while like concerned about my liver. It's like is my liver the thing that's causing me issues, and that could be like contributing to every other symptom that I've been having recently. That I would definitely have issues with fatigue and not being able to absorb vitamin D if my liver is not functioning correctly. But no, she just kind of brushed it off. So I have to find another doctor.
I was gonna say, like, maybe look at an endocrinologist or something, because like they're more into like, hey, let's check to make sure all of your systems are functioning.
Yeah, I think for the way that like our medical system is, you kind of have to get referred by a GP to get anywhere in the system, which is the hardest part to do. And I know for a fact that like for symptoms of like IBS, you have to be like on the floor dying before they really recommend you to like even get like colonoscopy or anything or endoscopy. So like it takes years sometimes to even get to a point where someone will take you seriously enough to like order you proper testing.
I am so sorry, that sucks.
So yeah, that was like the start of my week, and then I just had like when you have like a bad start to the week and all the like minor inconveniences start like making everything worse. It's just kind of one of those weeks.
Sure, I feel that on a deep spiritual
Jay Money, welcome to the stream.
Last week, like, I had this one person be like a super jerk to me, like that. Not this past Monday, the Monday before that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
how about we not?
Great until it wasn't, and then something else happened that like I had a great post TMS victory party, and then something else happened, and I was like, what? Stop raining on my parade.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to enjoy, like, finishing over here and trying to just enjoy life. Stop giving me bad stuff.
And like all of it is like minor in the grand scheme of things. Like I don't remember half of it at this point, but. Like, it was all just internet bullshit and people being gross and awful.
Yeah, and it all adds up, though, over time. That's the problem.
Yeah, and, like, this week I started this week with my interview and acing my interview and getting a job offer, and this week is going great. Like, this week is so much better.
That's the positive that we need. I kind of had, like, a similar situation of like I had a good Monday and then Tuesday was like no. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make the rest of the week better, hopefully. But yeah, I had like intermittent decent days last week. I had a couple of hours basically of a good day because I got to see the SpongeBob musical, and so that kind of like made my Saturday. They did a UK and Irish tour of it.
Oh god, it's so good. I saw it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think that it doesn't hold up to the Broadway version, the UK and Irish one, unfortunately. But it was still very entertaining. I only had like I think some minor issues with like one of the cast members. I think it might have been one of the stand-ins. Just wasn't like the actor who played Squidward.
Got it.
Yeah, just wasn't quite up to par compared to some of the other cast members. And like you could tell the production was more cheaper than what the original like Broadway version was, and that's kind of it. But it was good. It was good for.
I mean,
It was good for a touring, like a good for a touring one.
I was gonna say for a tour one, that's pretty damn good. As the only complaints.
Yeah, that was kind of it. Like the only other complaint I had was that whoever was operating the mics was doing a really bad job with entrances.
Oh no!
Which is like, this was the last day of the week that they were playing Dublin, and it was at the matinee showing. So like they had the time to master that, and the guy was still not getting the mic entrances correctly. But that was kind of it. And we went to the probably the one time of the week where like it was mostly families there as well, so it was fun, which is exactly what you want out of a SpongeBob musical.
Also, how was Mother's Day?
We celebrate a different day for Mother's Day, so I think we had ours in April. Yes, April was our Mother's Day, so technically I didn't actually do anything for Mother's Day. I don't know why we have a different day for Mother's Day. We have it like a month earlier than the US and Canada have it. And then we have Father's Day after Mother's Day, and I think you guys have Father's Day before Mother's Day?
No, ours is after. Ours is in June.
Oh, okay, well then we just have ours earlier. I don't know if that's like because our seasons are technically earlier than yours as well.
Oh, yeah. But, so I have a fun Mother's Day story.
Oh, do tell, yeah.
So, since, Cutie Robin is living with me now, we did a split Mother's Day where my mom got the morning and afternoon, and her mom got the evening.
Nice.
And, my mom is always very, very chill. She got some lemon meringue pie and key lime pie, and we just sat around and had pie.
Very nice.
And at Robin's house, they had a full-on barbecue with a fire pit and like a whole bunch of stuff. And we got the grandma one of those like footprints in the sand mug.
Oh, cute.
And
Ori, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well today.
She's super into puzzles.
Love that. And also a good like family activity to have as well.
And I talked about how I had a job interview this coming Monday, for this past Monday, but at the time this coming Monday.
Yes.
Tenses are hard. For a job, and they're like, "Oh, where are you gonna be applying?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just CVS." And Robin's mom was like, "No, don't say just say CVS and be proud of that. That's really good." And I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm used to not being approved of by her mom significantly. And I got a hug of approval. Her mom hugged me both hello and goodbye. I got the hug of approval. She has only ever hugged one other partner of any of her children.
Wow.
So I am apparently now accepted as like a long-term investment.
It's about time, god damn it!
Right? So it's like, oh hey. Oh, and also, Robin's mom gave her a car. I mean, it's the worst car they have, but it's the car that she learned on, and it was her car, and it was the car that she had. So
nice.
She has a car. She's gonna have a car.
This is awesome. Especially in the time where like even buying secondhand cars now are very expensive. That is good. That is good.
Are so expensive. It's like secondhand cars are almost as much as new cars.
I know. Yeah, we have the exact same issue with secondhand cars here, and it's partly because of COVID and partly because of Brexit. People used to like go across to the UK and buy UK like English cars basically, and then bring them back on the ferry, and you can't do that anymore. So people have like overinflated car prices over here, especially with secondhand stuff. So yeah, I won't be getting a car anytime soon.
Yeah, I won't either. But at least Robin will have a car of her own, which means that she will be able to do things like Instacart and fire calls and, all the stuff she used to be doing before moving in with me. So that's nice. And I will continue looking for a car. Babe, you did not hang out at bars or go to Hooters. Yeah, but that was like 10 years ago.
Now, the possibility is still there.
Okay, 5 years ago. Point stands. But yeah, so now that I have a job, I might be able to actually have a car of my own as well, which would be nice
Gotta
because
save up.
the family car that I am currently using is kind of garbage. It's kind of the worst. It
Yeah,
has transmission issues, and we're just running it till it dies.
yeah, that sounds honestly, that sounds about right. I feel like most people who have like a family car always have the same thing of like, we're just gonna wait until it completely craps the bed and then we'll get another one.
Yeah, that's basically how it works here. So I might beg my stepdad to use the one with the transmission issues because he doesn't have to make as many turns. His job is literally a straight line from our house, whereas I have to take like 5 different streets, and turning in this car is sure as a time. It's sure
Steering is probably gone on it.
yeah, a bunch of issues are cropping up in it. So I'm like, maybe we should swap. Just maybe we should swap.
I still have to get my license. I don't actually know how to drive, so I'm very late compared to most people because I decided, you know what, I don't want to learn while I'm doing a degree.
I will say this, it's actually easier than Mario Kart.
Okay, this is fair.
It's easier than Mario Kart.
This is fair.
Like, if you can sew a straight hem, you can drive.
Yeah, I think I just kind of keep putting it off, and then I was like, 2020 was supposed to be my year of getting started on everything, and then COVID happened, and I've just like gone back down again. So
yeah.
Speaking of cars, Rory got his tires changed for free. Very nice. That's good, especially since you were worried about having to like get repairs done after hailstorms. Yeah.
That's nice. But yeah, that also means that since I will have more of an income, I will be able to actually do things with our bus again. Because that's been on just absolute hold. That's been paused entirely.
Yeah, I feel that the money's tight. Must wait till money come back.
And what's worse is that like I technically do have a freelance job as well as this.
Yes.
I write for a psych group, and there's an issue with their payroll company.
Oh no.
Not with them, but with the company that does the payrolls.
That's not good.
So I haven't gotten my paycheck this month yet.
Oh god. Hopefully they get that sorted out ASAP.
Touch base in like end of today, early tomorrow, and be like,
hey, I need money.
So about that, I would like to be paid, yes.
yeah. Hope fingers crossed anyway.
So yeah, that's fun, and it's a little frustrating because we have like bills and stuff. We're kind of adults now. We kind of have bills and things, and it would be nice to be able to pay those.
Yeah, I feel that. I've definitely gotten to like the bottom of the well in terms of savings. So I'm just, and all the medical things are cropping up at once. I have to go to the dentist now as well. I'm just like, why is it always the case that like everything like medically wise is just like, hey, you want to go wrong all at once and then pay all of the medical stuff?
Co-partner is having to deal with dentist stuff too, like.
Yeah.
Jolly in Alaska went to the dentist and they were like, haha, we're gonna have to do some serious work. And he's like, great!
Yeah, like dentistry in most countries is not part of any, even if you've got any sort of subsidized healthcare, it's just not part of it. You just gotta pay dentistry straight out of pocket.
Yeah. That's what he has to do basically, and they're like, it's, from what I've been told, it is quite expensive and daunting. And
yeah, we had a friend who has had such bad time with her teeth that she had to go to Spain, because Spain apparently is the cheapest country in Europe for dentistry. She had to go because she had to have so many different dental surgeries back to back that she was like, I just can't afford it. I'm going to go to Spain where it's cheaper. It's rough.
It do be rough out here. I'm lucky in New Jersey, family care you have dental and vision coverage, which
Yes.
is absolutely amazing and necessary. And honestly, I've been absolutely terrified of going to the dentist. I am 80% sure I have like 2 cavities and I don't want to deal with them. And one's in a really awkward spot. And like it's the side of the tooth, not the top of the tooth.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I have my wisdom tooth is coming in sideways, and I have not dealt with it. I have not dealt with it in 2.5, 3 years, and now it has a really bad cavity because it's so hard to clean. And I was like, it was like really sore and swollen last week after being stressed out. I was like, I should definitely go to a dentist and see if they can take it out without having to do like a root canal. So
I thought
yeah,
mine were gonna come in sideways too. Like that was a big issue, and
mine
just never came in.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I had one like 6 years ago that I had to have removed because it was like fully coming in at like a 90-degree angle, and they were looked at my x-ray. They're like, the other 3 look like they'll come up straight. Looks like it'll come up fine. No.
Nope.
No, like
not.
the bottom one of my bottom jaw is like fully again coming in almost at like a 90-degree angle, and then the one on the top side that I don't have removed came down mostly straight, but is angled outwards ever so slightly. So like,
oh god,
if my gums get like inflamed from like any time you have like a low immune system or anything, sometimes that happens to me when my gums get upset. It'll rub and cause issues. So
that's the worst.
I should definitely get the one that's the most problematic removed now, and I'll save for the other 2 that I should also probably just be removed just in case. My mom was like, yeah, you know, it's probably hereditary. I had to get all my wisdom teeth removed at once because they were really bad. I'm like, thanks, Mom. I mean, can't really blame her because she gave I've never had to have braces or anything because she gave us nice straight teeth. I just have wisdom teeth issues.
I mean, at least it's just the wisdom teeth issues.
Rory says just tied to a dog's leash to remove the defending tooth. I wish I could do that. It would be so much cheaper.
It would be, but no, unfortunately.
It is it's probably, well, to be fair, the other wisdom tooth I had removed, he said I was very lucky that it wasn't super deeply rooted in, and that he could just kind of pull it without any issue, and I didn't have to have, I got it done in a couple of hours, no issue. So hopefully this one will have no issues being removed either.
Similarly, no issues,
Yeah. I'm always kind of lucky for stuff like that, where if I do have to have any kind of minor surgeries, it's always minor and not too bad, so.
Yeah, that's nice. Also, are you at all into Star Wars?
I am very much. I've been on the Jedi Survivor train for the past couple of weeks as soon as it came out. Just been playing that nonstop.
Please, we're saving up for that. No spoilers.
No spoilers. I haven't been spoiled. I've just been saying that I've been doing a lot of climbing.
That's very fair.
Yeah, that's kind of all I've talked about on stream, and that I have been playing it. I was comparing it to Bramble because I played Bramble on Monday, because there's a lot of climbing in Bramble as well. I was like, I just feel like I keep pressing the button to like jump up, and I know I'm not meant to because I'm so used to playing Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, Robin is also doing a lot of climbing in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, I decided I'm putting my money towards Star Wars instead of Zelda for once. So I will not be able to afford Tears of the Kingdom for a while, but that's fine because I didn't actually finish Breath of the Wild, so I have to finish that before I even play it.
We did the inverse.
Yeah.
Normally you would go to Star Wars, but Robin has been waiting on Tears of the Kingdom for so goddamn long.
This is fair. I have had Breath of the Wild since I got my Switch. I just haven't gone back to finish it. It's been bad. I love Zelda. It's one of my favorite game franchises. I just haven't finished Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, and also technically Robin's computer can run Jedi Survivor. I don't know if mine can or not, and if it does, I'd probably just have her play it on mine. But
I think from what I remember, your setup is very similar to my setup, and I have actually been able to run the game with minimal issues. Like, you've seen like all of the things online of people complaining about how the game runs if they have higher PC setups. I've had this running on medium graphics with no lag barely any loading issues. My PC runs quite high playing the game now, to be honest with you, and it swaps back and forth between picking my CPU and my GPU about processing different parts of it, and I am running anywhere between like 70 and 90. But it runs, and it runs smoothly on my setup, and I'm pretty sure your laptop setup's kind of similar, like hardware to what I have.
Hey babe, my computer apparently will run it if it's on medium or low settings, which will be absolutely fine for us, right?
Yeah, like it looks fine. It like I'm sure it looks better on like super high graphics with like the RTX ray tracing on, but it looks fine on medium graphics.
Yeah, like just don't put on ray tracing. It's fine.
Yeah, pretty much. Like there was a lot of issues with people who had like higher PC setups, like higher end stuff and better processing powers. They were the people who seem to have been struggling the most with running the game, which is kind of weird. I don't know if it's just because there was so much. There is a lot for the game to process, and I'm pretty sure they have the reason is they probably don't have the best optimization in it. But from what I have set up, it runs, and it runs great.
So because Robin cannot hear you because I have headphones on. Babe, basically, the people having the most issues are the people who have the higher end computers because they don't run it on the optimized settings, and the unoptimized settings are what are causing issues. So if we run it on medium to low and turn off all the ray tracing and stuff, it should be okay.
Oh, then in that case, my computer might be able to run it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Significantly more powerful than yours, but because it uses such an obscure graphics card variant, it's very hard to find. Very few things run properly on it.
Yeah, she has
a lot of
finagling. She has a basically like an engineering workstation laptop at this point.
Ah, okay, yeah. What kind of graphics card is she using then? If it's
graphics card, babe?
It's an MX something, which the MX cards are basically they're low power CPUs. So technically, it has the same stats as much better CPUs, but because it's running at a lower voltage, you don't get the same performance.
Oh, okay.
But in ideal situations, you can get similar performance with way longer battery life.
So yeah, that's
cool.
That's what she's running, which is neat, but also not helpful in this instance.
No, not helpful for probably running games, but very helpful for doing any programming stuff, I would say.
Yeah, that's what it's for. That's its whole thing.
Nice.
And the reason I
hugs
asked
for
about
you, Rory.
Star Wars stuff is because I'm slowly falling into a new special interest, which is Star Wars.
Hell yeah.
Specifically Jedi's. Yeah, I look, I may or may not have bought 2 meditation journals specifically geared towards Jedi mantras and
nice.
Becoming a Jedi in real life. I may or may not have gotten a little journal that I can use for learning Orabesh. I may or may not have inspired my friends to add an Orabesh chat channel to their Discord so we can all learn together. And I may or may not have basically commissioned a custom Kyber crystal with RFID chips to work with the crystal Savi lightsabers at Disney. So even if I don't end up getting a lightsaber, which frankly I can make my own because like I can get one of the like core pieces, the thing you seat everything on for like $30 and I can get a blade for like 70.
Yeah, like I got a very cheap one off of AliExpress and it was probably €70 and it's actually really good quality.
Yeah.
One of the like metal ones. So you can definitely find who knows about how well the people who've made them have been paid. That's the kind of only area that you kind of divot
Plus,
on.
There's the like gray market, black market, reseller market where people will go
Yeah.
to the Savi experience and build their own lightsabers and then buy the extra parts and then sell them all piecemeal online.
Yeah,
And
I definitely don't have one of the actual like Disney Savi's workshop pieces, but the experience looks like it'd be cool.
Yeah, so I may or may not do the experience because that's like $300, but for
Yeah.
100, no, it's 300 now.
They got it up that high because I remember when they first brought out Galaxy's Edge, it was like $120.
Yeah, it started off 120 to 125, but now it's $299.
Ooh, my wallet.
That was my wallet, yeah. So
You have a moderately well-paying job now.
I mean, maybe, but also, like, I'd much rather just build one piecemeal off of parts online. Especially because, you know, once we clear the garage out and reorganize it, we can get that CNC router and I can carve my own lightsaber parts for my hilt. And I
Nice.
can have a wooden lightsaber hilt and I can be full
I
custom lightsaber.
too love a good wooden lightsaber hilt. I have literally been trying. I am not joking. In my Jedi Survivor, I've been like, I need as many, because you can get like the wooden texture to when you do your customization. I was like, I need as many like wooden pieces in this as possible because it just looks so cool. Hell if I know if that would probably like completely burn if you were to use an actual lightsaber.
Yeah.
But it looks cool.
But yeah, so anyway, once we get the CNC router in from Robin's uncle, his secondhand hobby that he spent 5 minutes on.
ADHD brain right there.
Yeah, basically. So it's once we get that, I can if you find me some 3D files, maybe I can make some for you.
Oh my god, honestly.
I would need the files, but I can do it.
I can probably blender some shit if I find time to model, because...
Say that again, babe.
And by they can do it, they mean I can do it.
Don't call me out like this.
The truth is coming out, Ellie.
No.
Yeah, but that'd be really cool. Just, you know, you gotta get your Jedi cosplay going and get your own custom lightsaber.
I may or may not have an Etsy wish list at this point that is modern day clothes that could pass as both modern day clothes and as slightly Jedi reminiscent.
Oh yeah.
So I may or may not be covertly building a nice cotton and linen Disney bound outfit for
Hell yeah.
Twi'lek Jedi.
Love that. Yeah, definitely do, because you can definitely find some like cheap pieces that you can like DIY slightly and turn it very, very like Star Wars-esque and like...
Honestly, I don't even have to DIY most of them. Like, it's like just basic linen pants that
Yeah.
look like Jedi shorts, but they're linen shorts and they're comfy.
Yeah.
There's a linen wrap top that I really like that's really pretty, and it's a crop top wrap top.
Yeah.
So it also would be nice and cool. And there's a kind of over camisole thing, like a drapey long linen open front shirt thing that if I put a leather belt around, it will look absolutely normal. Like,
Yeah.
It will look Jedi-esque.
I think that's just like the main things to look out for when creating a Jedi outfit is leather and linen.
Yeah, basically.
That's basically all you need. And it's good. The linen's good because it is lightweight. It's perfect for summer wear.
And it's great for Disney, Jesus. Like,
yeah, you want to be as cool as possible because it's always like sweltering degrees and open everything, so you're just exposed to the sun.
What do you mean Disney doesn't allow crop tops anymore?
I mean, they don't allow
Guests to wear crop.
guests to wear crop tops.
What?
What the heck?
Since when?
Since when?
They made the news a thing.
I've seen people at Disney in crop tops since then, so they may have rescinded that policy.
Yeah, I feel like that would be very, very iffy if they held on to that. It's like, it's hot out. Especially in the, like, one in Florida. No. It's too hot and humid in Florida to not be wearing, like, anything super lightweight.
Okay, so apparently if it's overly cropped crop tops, you can't wear that. But if
So, like,
it's...
basically like a bralette.
Yeah, it can't
Is
look
a
like a
no.
sports bra.
Okay. I kind of understand that a little bit. It is like a kids theme park, so I guess I understand that.
Yeah, so it can't be like excessively torn or excessively revealing, but like Disney still sells regular ass crop tops.
Yeah, I was like, surely that can't be real. But yeah, no, I understand. That makes sense.
Yeah, it can't look like a bra, which is fine. So the one I found will be absolutely okay because it's just a wrap top that is happens to be slightly midriff.
Yeah, I have been on the train of like trying to find patterns for crocheting summer clothing that and struggling a little bit with finding gender neutral looking items. Because like if you don't want to be like overly warm in the summertime, but like every crochet top is like it is a bralette type crop top, and I'm just like I'm not feeling that at the moment. I kind of want something more gender neutral, so I've been on the hunt for patterns of just tops in general online.
Yeah. I've also I mean, I'm probably also going to get away with the crop top, not only because it's a longer crop top, but also because the pants that I want to wear with it are high waist, and if I wear the leather belt with it, it will have barely a single, like, 1-inch line of skin showing. So I should be fine.
Honestly, how I like to wear my crop tops is like, I just want like a couple of inches. That's it. I don't want anything like I bought like a cami the other day, and I didn't get to try it on in the shop, but I was like, I'm kind of worried that this is not going to be long enough. And then I put it on, it was like the perfect length, and it's never the case. It's always too short when you buy anything cropped. And I was like, no, this is actually exactly the length I wanted. That's a surprise.
Nice.
I was pleasantly surprised. Now I gotta go back and like buy another one in like a different color. They had like, I got a green one. They also have blue ones, but they didn't have the blue ones in my size. So I have to go back and see in another shop of the same thing in another place to see if they have my size in the blue, just to have the different color. You find the one thing that works. You just gotta keep going back to it sometimes.
Honestly, yeah.
Because like I do that, especially like I find with tights always break, and I like wearing tights because they have funky patterns on them, but like I break tights so quickly, so I gotta buy like 3 or 4 pairs and just rotate through them.
Alright, so I sent you my Etsy list for you to check out.
Oh hell yeah. I'll be doing that like after stream as well. Actually, speaking of actually streaming, should we actually get into some Stardew?
Oh yeah, I should probably do that, yeah.
I think I tried to...
Flowy Vest, that's what it's called.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I see the wrap top that you're talking about. That is very...
Yeah, the buckle linen top.
Yeah, it's very Jedi. That's cool.
That plus the long vest plus the brown wrap pants.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what I'm going for.
And also super comfy. I love how many like utility leather belts are here. I've always wanted to be able to afford those kind of things, and I've just never had the money. And I've attempted to make like foam ones for cosplay before. The straps never last on them.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah. It do be like that though. Okay, I'm gonna run the Stardew and we can get going. I tried to run it and it was like, you have to update. I'm like, no I don't. There's no Stardew update yet. There is a Stardew update coming though, apparently.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I've been updating stuff while we talked just to make sure
everything's yeah, I did it a couple hours ago before stream. Luckily there was only like three mods. None of them were major mods. Most of mine were just like aesthetic mods that had updates. That was it. So I was like, okay, we're good. I was like, part of my like clothing ideas for crochet, I wanted to do like granny square overalls, and then I had the idea earlier, what if I make Stardew Valley themed granny square overalls where like each like square is like one of the characters, so like we can have like the Chimkin, we could have Junimos, and we could have like some of the vegetables and stuff on it. And I'm like, now I want to do this, but I don't have enough colors to actually get started on this. So that's something that I want to do in the future when I can afford to buy more colors. I have like a wild selection of colors at the moment, trying to figure out what to do with.
So for some reason,
I'm gonna just invite Ellie and then get in.
Show Stardew Valley?
Oh, strange.
Ah, there we go. I got it.
Is G? It's been a while. Okay, I'm gonna invite you. See if that works. Sometimes it doesn't. I'll invite you and I'll send code because sometimes one or the other works. And then we're gonna go here. I don't actually think I need to update
also,
my
I sent you
Stardew.
the custom crystal die.
Hell yeah. I wish I could go to Galaxy's Edge one day when we can afford to go to the US.
Yeah. I mean, in the meantime, like you can if you feel so inclined, you can design your own kyber crystal.
This is true.
The guy does custom requests. He's literally making me a custom one for my OC.
Love that. That's just like a thing to do on a Wednesday after stream. Of like, I'm just gonna do this for the funsies.
Yeah, because he has all the options that you can like look through and stuff and pick out, I want this color and this voice and that color and that voice, or this color and no voice, because he also has access to the hidden cyan and orange
Oh, nice. That's perfect because well, I'm normally a yellow user, but orange is also close, so.
So you can get a dual-ended kyber crystal that has a yellow blade and an orange hilt.
Ooh.
Because they don't work for the saber part, but they do work for the hilt.
Yes.
And it just doesn't have a voice, for whatever reason. It doesn't have a voice assigned. I
would love to, like, one day, like, fully just design from scratch something and have it, like, metal cut. That's a yeah. Whenever I win the lotto kind of situation.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh yeah, I made a list of all the possible slots for golden walnuts a couple of weeks ago before one of our streams. So I today will be going to try and figure out which ones were missing. I'm pretty sure the ones we're missing are just the randomly assigned ones in the volcano.
Yeah, I think we were talking last time that the only ones left, we went through them together, and it was the only ones that we hadn't done were volcano, and it was like, gosh darn it, because those are like a 1% drop or something.
So some of the times when you're farming, they drop walnuts, which we've never gotten anything out of farming yet.
I got a couple out of farming.
Okay, well, I've never got anything out of farming. I've definitely gotten them in the volcano. And then apparently there's up to like 7 chests you can get. Oh my god, it's the Feast of the Winter Star!
Right! We were right. Do I have in my inventory?
I need to fix my audio for the game.
Right, pancakes. I need to put pancakes. That was what the person wanted. Got it.
I gotta head back to the Stardew. Who do I have again? I actually don't remember. I know I have my gift in my pocket. It's a rabbit's foot. I think I have Willy? No. Do I have Willy? It's a good question. I don't remember. I have a rabbit's foot for somebody.
I have pancakes and I don't know who it's for. I just know that it's pancakes.
I have to make sure I can see chat. Here we go. I never know. Sometimes I come in and just like have the thing and I'm like, I don't remember who this is for.
I think it was Leia? No, it was not Leia. Was it Jody? Yes, it was Jody.
I did in fact have Willy. Apparently I did remember. Good job, brain. Here, have a rabbit's foot.
Robin's my secret Santa!
Aww! I have Sebastian. What did we get? So, I'm your secret gift giver this year. What did you get me, friendo?
Wood!
Wood?
Robin gave me wood. This is... Yep.
Very...
Thanks.
Thanks. I got a jade! It's not nearly as bad, but it's still not great.
Oh well.
And I'm...
I mean, at least it's hardwood. It's not just like regular. I got 25 hardwood.
Ooh, that's actually kind of... I think we had to gather hardwood. So that's helpful, I guess.
Yeah, so that's nice at least.
Time to just go and say hello to everybody since we're here.
Yeah.
I don't think talking to anyone at this point in time is actually gonna ever do anything, but I still do it. I don't read the text, I just click on everyone. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's basically you're just making sure that you don't like lose favor with anybody. That's all it is just keeping
just in case.
hearts.
Yeah. It's not a good time of the year for a diet. It's definitely not the time of the year for a diet. Actually,
No.
don't diet in the winter time. It's not worth it. There was I think somebody like a nutritionist talked about like how everyone always has like their New Year's resolutions in January, and that's when they start like doing a lot of exercising and dieting, but technically you're still in winter, so you're meant to have you're meant to have that like extra winter weight on there based on seasons anyway, so it's probably not the best time of the year to start with like full diet and expect so much out of yourself in the month of January.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
I think I have spoken to everybody. Do I want anything to buy?
I didn't want anything. I looked and it's okay.
I feel like maybe a house plant. I don't know if I ever got the winter banner, but I don't really have any. I don't have enough wall space. It's just like in real life, I never have enough wall space.
Like, I would love a winter banner. I don't know where I'd put a winter banner, but I would sure like one.
Never enough wall space. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to bed straight away and then head back to the island. Hello, kiddos. It's been a while.
Uh-oh.
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 What's happening? Did you get stuck? What happened?
I crashed.
Oh, that's not good.
It's fine.
The mods were like, oh, you just did everything all at once. We're just gonna be a bit finicky for a little while, it's fine. Oh god, I'm not supposed to go there. Have we all seen the new FNAF trailer that got dropped today?
I'm sorry, there's a new FNAF trailer that got dropped today?
Oh, Owlie, you're missing out. They dropped the FNAF trailer today.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
so good.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
The only thing that everyone's been complaining about are they made all the animatronic eyes red, and they look a bit high. So
And presumably lack of Markiplier.
yeah, I genuinely don't think we're gonna get Markiplier because Mark's been working on his own movie, and there might have been like filming clashes, and that's why he isn't gonna be in it. But I don't know if I don't think they've announced any other cameos because they haven't even fully announced all the cast. The fans just kind of like figured out the other cast members. There was a actress who was in the movie who made a TikTok earlier being like, they haven't even officially announced me being in the movie, but the fans figured it out really quickly after the trailer today. It's kind of scary.
Look, FNAF fans are just mildly obsessed. It's fine.
Mildly?
I'm being polite.
There's no need. There's nothing mild about it.
I mean, true.
I feel like I've said this before. Like the only person I know I could take to see the movie with me is my younger sister, and she was like, "I thought it was coming out next year." I'm like, "I said to you like a couple of weeks ago, it's this October." It is literally between her birthday and my birthday because we're both October babies. We're like, we're just gonna go for both of our birthdays in the middle. That's our birthday party. We're going to go see FNAF.
Honestly, that's a fantastic birthday party. I am a March baby, so I don't get that luxury. But
well,
that is awesome.
We were like going through lists of the movies that are being released this year because like there's so many things, like good movies announced this year. And we were both like, oh yeah, there's another Insidious movie coming out, but it comes out in like July, which is such a weird... Hello, Raiders! July is such a weird time for a horror movie to be released.
Yeah.
Oh, I gave you bops already. Okay, I'm gonna check on the slimes and then go to the island and do some stuff. Grab some of these. I had to like empty my pockets from being on the island previously. We're still trying to make money. To get our golden clock. Which we're slowly but surely making our way towards. And then the only other thing really is golden walnuts in terms of perfection. And the monster slayer thing. I don't know why I murdered those slime. I honestly don't know why I murdered the slime. I mean, we can make more slime babies. I'm supposed to be selling the eggs, but we can incubate. What color don't we have a lot of? The red. We don't have a lot of red, so I'm gonna incubate a red slime to try and get a bit more, a bit more variance going on, I guess. So we got 3 petrified slimes, which is decent to sell. I could probably make another slime egg. How much slime is in? Not enough to make 2, but we have enough to make 1 more slime egg. And put the rest away. We're about halfway to getting another slime egg made. I think we'll just sell the other slime egg. Sell all of them. I really do have to get my list up of places to check for golden walnuts. Yeah, so I have a list of golden walnut locations. Oh, are you at the island as well?
Yeah.
I have a list, and I kind of checked off places I know for definite we checked, but I'm gonna go back and like
just double check
certain places. Yeah.
Found the bird.
What kind of bird is it this time?
It's an amethyst bird.
Oh, crunchy rock from my wife.
Yes, wife gets crunchy rock.
Yeah, let me get my list up. Let me see. So, there are 5 found randomly while fishing.
Okay.
And I think I might have found 1 or 2 while fishing, but I don't know if I have found all of the fishing ones. We got the golden walnut from opening our first golden coconut with Clint.
Yeah.
We got the banana gorilla. There's apparently up to 3 with the banana gorilla.
Okay. So we should bring more bananas to Gorilla.
Yeah, I think so, because I don't know if we got 3 at once, or if we have to go 3 times.
I don't remember.
There's a bush inside the Gembird Shrine puzzle, which we probably have gotten. Yeah, okay. We got the one in Leo's hut.
We did that by accident.
Yeah, probably. We got the Gembird puzzle. Did we find the one by hitting the tree in Leo's hut?
I think so.
Right, so
That's when I checked last time.
Yeah, everything we have on the East Island has been gotten, other than maybe double checking Banana Gorilla.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna knock off the ones that I wasn't sure about. West Island, we did the Pirate's Wife quest, we did the Gorman Frog quest, we did the Simon Says puzzle at the Tiger Slimes, we did the Whack-A-Mole on the beach, you did the shipwreck. There is one that you find with journal scrap number 6.
I don't know if I have that one.
Apparently it is in the southeast section. There's a spot where a curved palm tree juts out from the cliff face, and you have to dig in the right corner of that, so that's one I'm going to be checking. There's one behind the mahogany tree. There's like a few that are like in those like bits on the ground that you just have to like check for.
Yeah. I've been hitting anything on the ground that looks like a circle, star, square, or diamond. Just anything at all that is vaguely weird shaped. I've been bopping it.
Yeah, most of those are on the west side, so where the farm is.
Okay.
We got the one outside the key walnut room. But apparently there's a bush past that room that is along a hidden path by the water on the cliff side that has a walnut in it, and I don't know if I found that one because I think it's like up the steps but like behind it, so
I don't know whether I've gotten that one or not. You can check, but I know that I did look it up at some point. I remember looking up the tutorial, but I don't remember if I actually followed said tutorial.
yeah, I'm gonna check for a lot of the ones that are down here just to make sure. I'm gonna put this up on top of OBS so I can actually see it a bit better. I still have no idea what like curved mahogany tree they're talking about is.
Yeah.
Curved mahogany tree. I assume this is up by Tiger Slimes. I can actually walk past behind where the, unless they mean at the bottom. Hold on. There's so many things going on in my brain. They said there's a hidden path behind. Oh my god, there is. Oh, there is one that we missed back here.
Nice.
So there was a hidden path behind the golden walnut room that if you just kept going left along the beach, there's a bush. So okay, that's one. We need 2 more.
I am in the, oh my god, let me through slimes! I am in the volcano. I'm doing my best in the volcano.
I wish you best of luck. It is tough back there. Behind a mahogany tree is a square of different looking grass. Where's the mahogany tree?
Oh, I think I got that one because I cut down the mahogany tree and accidentally got the grass behind
Oh,
it.
I see where it is. Get out of the way, slimes. Okay, so you've gotten that one. I just double checked it. There's nothing there. Thank God for the slime ring, because I don't have to worry about slimes anymore.
Yeah.
We got the bush behind Tiger Slime Grove. For definite. There was one here that we got for sure. I did this one, I got it. Can't actually go that side. Let's see. The center...
Oh, that's just not fair. I got one of the, like, big bone areas, and I did not get a dragon's tooth from it. It's like... Excuse me.
It's been really hard to find dragon's teeth, as of, like, how late game we are, because sometimes they just don't spawn.
Yeah.
So... Triangle of blue starfish. Somewhere on the beach.
I'm
Just
pretty
to
sure
double
those
check.
are over by the, what this was? The pirates.
No, there's one on this side as well.
Oh, nice.
There's the one with the 4, which we definitely got. That one's that one. We did the X in the sand. That one's been done. This one's been done. This is the one I think that they were talking about where there is center marks in sand that looks like indents in the southwest tide pools right at the waterline. That's been done. Digging in the sand by Birdie's shack, I also think I found.
Yeah.
That's kind of the only spots we can dig up anyway. So I'm pretty sure we got that one anyway. Dig in the center of diamonds of stones east of the Parrot Express station. Oh boy, it is later than I thought. Oopsies.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pass out in the mines. It's fine.
Oh, I might make it inside of our farmhouse.
And by mines, I mean volcano.
I understood what you meant, is gee. I'm inside the farmhouse. That's like half a water shot.
Yeah, water shots for chat on my end.
Tasty, a very warm sleep, I think, in a volcano, though. You're not gonna be cold. Oh, we shared a bed. We got some Mooney. Hello, letter. More Mooney. Thank you.
Yay, more money.
So, near the Parrot Express, which was here originally, before we turned it into the thing, there is a thing with it says east. It says I'm very confused. Hold on. Center of a diamond of stones east of the Parrot Express station. I don't see stones. I actually don't know. Okay. Hello, parrot. To be honest, we probably could have like farmed on the spot that they're talking about. It just says east. But like, east is where the house is, where the farmhouse is. I'm gonna assume we got that one, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pick up more bananas and try the monkey, the gorilla again. Center of a triangle of blue starfish can be found on the beach near the farmhouse amongst pile of wood.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I have been asking various and sundry friends who are into Star Wars stuff if they would be interested in snail mailing Orabesh at each other. Would you be up for letters, or are you otherwise very busy in life? Because I totally understand not having spoons.
I mean, I am quite kind of like busy at the moment, but if you give me like a couple of weeks, I can join in on that.
I mean, that's absolutely fine. One of the great things about snail mail is that you can just do it at your own pace.
This is true. This is true. It is something that I've like been interested in learning. I have a Kyber crystal necklace that I got done on Etsy that has Orabesh engraved on it, and I don't remember what I got engraved on it, and I've been meaning to like look up the alphabet to remember what it was that I got engraved on it.
I can also, if you so wish or desire, I have a little like baby's first Orabesh book that I'm currently making.
Hell yeah.
That is set in universe, so I'm gonna edit out the pages that I started with like proper names of characters, just to make it all like in universe stuff.
Fair.
Normal people would know. Like, normal people aren't necessarily gonna know Ahsoka Tano.
They should, though.
They should! That doesn't mean they do.
They will soon, because her TV series is going out very soon.
I mean, yes, but it doesn't mean that, like, average Star
average Star Wars person who's only watched the movies does not know Ahsoka.
Yeah. So it's gonna... I mean, I'm also gonna include some stuff that in universe might be a little rare, because like I'm having a nod to the Girlinins partially because there's not many things that start with a Q, but the Girlinins planet does. That starts with a Q. So also my fiance's OC is a Girlinin, and that has absolutely nothing to do with it. You know, just
definitely nothing to do with it. Just having some funsies.
Yeah, just some obscure lore that should totally be known by more people. I'm including for the sake of knowledge.
Yep. Totally understandable.
So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on, and I have so far written one entire letter to our co-partner entirely in multiple times spell-checked Orabesh, because I keep forgetting to use the combined letters.
This is fair. This is understandable. I mean, it's harder to pick up. I'm really bad at picking up languages, so it can be hard to try and pick up a language like that.
Like, I love the language, but there's combined letters for like th and
Yeah.
sh, and remembering to use them instead of just writing out th and sh is a challenge, because my memory is a hot mess.
I feel that.
Like when I'm trying to just remember to write at all using the language, like if I'm trying to write at all using it, it's hard. Like talking and playing, that's also hard.
Words struggle with very much.
Yes, mood, brain. Brain, not words good.
Brain is not words good on most days, so trying to learn other languages has always been a toughie.
A challenge, yeah. I mean, on the plus side, it's not really a language, it's more a code.
Yes.
It's basically just English and fancy lettering.
Pretty much, which like...
helps a lot. That's the reason I stopped learning Elvish, is because it's an actual full language, and I cannot have the space in my brain.
No, unfortunately. But that's okay. It is again just one of those things of like, can you remember on the spot anything?
Yeah.
That's kind of mostly what happens.
And practice helps, because I have gotten to a point where I will actually catch myself as I start writing the letter for T, the trill. I will catch myself doing it and be like, nope, I want thresh, not trill.
Good. You'll be doing better than I will be, that's for sure.
I mean, this is after writing an entire children's book, mind you. So, like, it took a while. God, swarms.
I'm slowly going through this side of the map. I think we've gotten most of it. Ledge east of the river, just south from the aforementioned bridge. There's a walnut bush. Bridge west of the parrot. I'm on the bridge. I think I have gotten this one. On the ledge east of the river. I've gotten this one.
I somehow managed to get through an entire swarm while talking without dying.
Congratulations, you can Stardew Valley.
I can streamer. I'm a professional streamer. I've proven myself.
I sometimes can do. I genuinely don't know how I do it most times.
Yeah, that's about right.
Apparently you can walk on this upper cliff, but I can't currently do it anymore. I don't know why, but I think we've gotten this particular golden walnut that I'm thinking about. Sometimes you get one for defeating the slimes, which I think we probably did.
Yeah, I think we got that one.
Harvesting crops and mining mussel rocks gives us stuff, which we've definitely got the mussels.
Yeah.
But we might have gotten... You get 5 in total, apparently. Or you can get up to 5.
Okay.
So that is the entire West Island kind of covered. Other than the journal scrap one. Can be found on the beach south of the farmhouse. In the southeast section, there's a spot where a curved palm tree juts out from the cliff face if you dig right under the corner. Okay. Let's double check that. I don't know, I'm pretty sure we've gotten that scrap piece. I think I have gotten that scrap piece. Whether or not I went and checked it.
Yeah,
I
checked a little bit ago. I do have this journal scrap, but I don't think I did it. I might have done it, but I don't think I did it. I think that one confused the hell out of me. Ooh, a random hole in the ground. Yeet.
Okay, I think we got it, because I just digged in the only spot that you can dig there, and there is nothing. So I think we've gotten it already. I'll try it again, just a little bit over. No, yeah, we've gotten that one. So that is the East and the West Island checked. I'll just have to check the north and the south. We did this Professor Snail stuff. It says 2 for doing 2 island survey challenges at the field office, and I don't know if we've done those.
I don't know.
I don't know what the challenges are, because I'm pretty sure I've talked to Professor Snail multiple times and there's nothing else to be done.
I don't know what that means. Maybe check the board behind the...
Is there a board behind him?
Like at the back of the tent or whatever?
I did not even know there was a board behind him.
I have vague memories of there being a board in the back of the tent.
Make my way downtown. I'm also just bopping the ground anytime I see anything remotely looking like
that might be it. That might be a secret. Time to bop everything.
Yeah, I can no longer click on the board.
I'm assuming we did it then.
Yes. There's a book, which I can't click on. Can you talk to Professor Snail? No, you can just donate. So we must have done that then.
Yeah.
Oh, the survey was actually, I think, when they asked you, like, what did this thing be?
How many of this? How many of that?
Yeah, okay, so I think we did that. Bush hidden path west of the volcano across the rope bridge.
Did we do that one?
West of the volcano on a rope bridge.
I know west of the volcano there was something, but I do not remember a rope bridge at all, so I have no idea.
I don't know if that's actually west, it's in front of the volcano. We got that one that's on the top of that peak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the one where you have to walk through the wall to get to. I think is the one that they're talking about. Which I got. Yeah, hidden past west of the volcano across the rope bridge. We got that one. Behind a palm tree southeast of the volcano. I also feel like we got 2 bushes north of the dig site up the stairs through the cliff. And across. Oh, that's the one that I'm talking about. What's the one that has the other bridge?
I was gonna say, there's another bridge.
There's also only one here. Or maybe there was another one. Where's the other one? Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, the other one was here. And then there's also the one here. Okay. That's the 2 bushes up the stairs and across the bridge that they're talking about. What's the other rope bridge that they're talking about then?
Maybe it's like off screen or something?
Oh, well,
no.
Water shots for chat.
Water shots for chat. On the plus side, I have like a heck ton of the Omni-Geodes.
Hell yeah, crack him open and celebrate then.
Damn it, Harvey, how did you find me in the volcano?
He's out here trying to make as much money as possible.
Sir.
I'm gonna try the monkey, the gorilla again.
Okay, good luck.
How many bananas did we need? It's only letting me eat bananas, so I think it's only one time you can do it.
Fair.
Sag. Okay. Banana monkey is. Like, genuinely the only place now I can think of that. Because I feel like we've done most of this volcano area. I'm gonna go back and check. Some of the descriptions are kind of hard to...
Sus.
Yeah.
Some of the descriptions are kind of sus.
Just a little bit. They're hard to decipher. What other rope bridge is there? I don't think there is another rope bridge. We got the one for shooting it with the slingshot.
Ah.
There's the hidden path. I can't remember how we got to the hidden path. Upwards. Oh, nope, I got it. I found it.
You did it?
I found it was a hidden path that we've been to before that has 2 bushes in it, and one of them. I don't actually remember how you get down to this bottom cave.
Is it through, like, the volcano or something, or through the,
Oh
like...
yeah, I think it might be. You have to like water your way across to get out this way. But I've gotten the
done that.
I've gotten the 2 that are down here. I'm trying to figure out where in terms of my my list these are. Bush in hidden path west of the volcano and across the rope bridge. I feel like we've gotten that one. There's bush hidden path behind the palm tree southeast of the volcano.
Treat!
Toot toot! Is this it? Is this the one that they were talking about?
Hey, wood.
Nice. Always can do with wood. I can't see the bush stuff they're talking about where it's behind a palm tree. Southeast. It has to be here. There's nothing to pick up, so I assume we've already gotten it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Okay. No, we've gotten that one. Up the steps from the dig site. Due west across the bridge spanning the river. Yes. Well, then there must be another bush that it's referring to. Or bridge, because there's only 2 bridges. And it's not the one that they're talking about.
Yeah.
Which has me very confused.
I went the wrong way. Oopsie.
Whoops! This is the one that they're talking about, that it's across the bridge here. Bush up from the steps across the dig site, yes. And then there's the one that's got 2 bushes, which is across this hidden path, which is here. What is the other bridge that they're talking about? Bush hidden behind a palm. Bush hidden path west of the volcano and across a rope bridge. West and across a rope bridge past the volcano. Doesn't seem to exist. There's only 2 rope bridges and they're at the dig site.
Huh.
And there's that secret entrance that you see above that, like, cave section.
Yeah.
There's no rope bridge here, though. Oh, unless it is referring to west of that secret entrance, where the cave is.
Maybe?
Let's try it. Do I have my watering can? I do. I got the hiccups. Can you turn? Thank you. Excuse me, slime. So there's these 2. Oh, okay. Which are, let's see where that is on my list to mark off, because I know I've gotten it. Is that in the volcano? 2 bushes off the forge, inside the main entrance of the dungeon with the lava, bada 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 bada. There's 2 walnut bushes there. Those are marked off. Okay, North Island. What if I go this way? I can't, in fact, actually continue going that way. Because the bush is in the way. So it's not to the left of that spot if you go out the cave when you go through the volcano, because the bush blocks you from going any further west. What else does it say?
I do gotta say though, like, I always feel weird with these food healing systems, because I just go back to thinking about that one episode of MASH where it was like, damn it, another Brit's gonna get sepsis because they think the way to treat a stomach wound is to have a cup of tea.
Yeah, honestly, sounds about right.
And I'm just like, I feel like if I got hit in the stomach, that eating something is probably not going to heal me back to full health.
No, not entirely. It helps a little bit, but not without meds. Not in this day and age.
Like, we might need slightly more than just eating to heal. Like, maybe a med kit.
Unless they're fully imbued with, like, medication in the food.
Yeah.
Also, Steve, welcome to stream. I'm sorry if I missed you and I haven't said hi yet.
In the 90s and early 2000s, when people genuinely thought that, like, putting vaccines in strawberries was the future of medicine.
What?
Okay,
I
so
don't
this-
remember this at all.
Okay, so there was like this whole like every time I ever went to like one of those like futuristic museums or the Disney like Innoventions area or any of the like science expos, they're like, maybe someday we can put vaccines in strawberries, and when you go to another planet, when we have space travel, you'd have to make sure you get your vaccines through fruit. And it was like, even back then I was like, that seems sus. That seems like that can't possibly
yep.
be real. It is a real thing? Wait, they did it? They fucking did it?
What is this? What is this weird world that we live
in the
in?
future? So it's more expensive and less effective, but it is real because we live in the future. We
Wow.
we don't have flying cars.
No.
But we do have vaccines and fruit.
I honestly can't believe that's a real thing.
Okay. Or vaccines are real, they just suck, according to Robin, who is mega science nerd.
This is all news to me. I think that's a cool piece of tech, but it sounds kind of inefficient.
Yeah, that's apparently what's up with that, is that it's cool tech but inefficient. So that's cool.
Oh,
We live in the future.
I just shook the palm trees and got some butterflies.
Butterflies!
Yeah.
Yay!
I don't know where any of these golden walnuts are supposed to be up on the north side.
Oh, but do you know what I did hear about recently, thanks to my amazing fiance?
Ooh.
Scientists have apparently figured out how to make mosquito needles, which is basically needles that are like mosquitoes' mouths and are therefore less noticeable.
Yes, that's
less
awesome.
painful.
That is awesome. We all need that because every time I get blood tests, I like bleed out in my arm.
So, like, the fact that they have discovered how to make needles like mosquitoes' mouths is pretty heckin' baller, as the kids these days say.
We're just out here making sure nobody is getting pain.
Say that again, babe?
They aren't approved for use in the US, but they exist. And the ultra wealthy can get them, and they're doing human trials on them in the US. So, assuming everything goes according to plan, we should have, like, edible vaccines that you can buy within the next few years.
Maybe this is the one that we're talking about. Edible vaccines, yo! That's awesome. One day.
Someday.
Although I feel like that'll definitely get a lot of backlash from conservatives.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's legal and still nobody uses it.
I mean, yes, but I...
Like, it's a really cool idea. But, like, yes, eating a strawberry to get your vaccine is really neat and all. But, wanna know what's even neater? Just getting a shot and getting it over with.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like for... Oh god, it's 2 a.m.
What? Water shots for chat. Dante,
Water
welcome to
shots for chat. Too
stream!
busy talking about
Steve is
vaccines,
also here, so the bonkening might be
which,
loading.
by the way, are effective, and you should totally get because the that's important to people's health.
It's important. Get your boosters. Make sure you're well vaccinated.
Yep, especially now that corona is endemic, not pandemic anymore, but endemic, which means it's basically a new strain of flu. But a new strain of flu that will slowly corrupt your organs' ability to function.
Well, like there is.
And destroy your central nervous system.
I know they like announced that the pandemic is done, but there is a new strain of COVID going around that is being spread by conjunctivitis. So be careful. There's cases in the US already. I don't know about. It started in India. There's been a few cases in the US. So if you are US side, be careful and stay masked.
Yeah.
I hear absolutely nothing about it over here. other than finding out through TikTok, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, edible vaccines is a absolutely mind-blowing fact to learn today. I'm gonna keep the jade. Dante, how have you been keeping? I hope you're well.
I also seem to have forgotten what bin I put my axe in, and now I'm stuck.
Uh-oh. Let me see if we can find...
Found it!
Okay, EG.
Yeah, it just took me a minute, because I was in a hurry and put things in the entirely wrong place.
That is fair. Dante says, unfortunately, I can't get any more after my second shot because it gave me an allergic reaction that sent me to the hospital. Dante, that sucks. That sucks bad, but that is understandable.
Because, oh boy, there's a lot of everything.
Wait, what? What's happening?
New season turnover.
Oh, I totally didn't realize that. Hold on, I'll help you. I'm coming back.
That's why I got stuck, because I was like, oh god, I don't have my axe on me and I am trapped in my front. I
didn't realize it was the beginning of spring, because I'm over here on summer all year round island.
Yes. Island of summer, eternal youth, but
Holy heck, that's a lot of grass.
Yeah, it sure is.
When did this start growing?
It just sort of showed up. How
did they get so out of hand?
That's how grass works. It just shows up overnight.
We need more clover. I need to get the spare scythe so we can have some hay. Animal. Golden sickle. When did we get a golden sickle? Look at it go! It chops up so much.
Apparently there are in fact grasses that can grow up to 6 feet a day, and this is horrifying news.
Oh, that's a lot of grass.
Oh. That's true.
Right, bamboo is like...
also horrifying.
Yeah.
Bamboo is just an alien invader, and I hate it.
You know that depending on the species of bamboo, basically every X number of years, all the bamboo of that species will simultaneously kill itself.
I hate it.
What?
In the animal kingdom at Disney, they actually have a whole bunch of different species of bamboo.
Specifically because of that.
Because they don't want every, 7 years or whatever, all the bamboo in the animal kingdom.
Wow. Thanks, I hate it.
Why is my grass suicidal?
But still.
I really want to know what causes them to just go, sorry, I can't function anymore.
I mean, have you seen capitalism lately?
This is fair. I feel that. Ironford! Welcome to the Star of the Dew. How are you keeping? Dante said my doctor said to me if you get another vaccine booster, just might not just be in the hospital. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Oh, we're getting raided! Bizarre, thank you so much for the raid. We're getting raided. Just gonna say hello to everybody.
Hi, raiders!
I need to move my
say that again?
Imagine if every 7 years...
Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're having met well.
Down all their wealth to the next generation.
Can you imagine how wealthy people would be?
Imagine.
Let me give you a little shout out. How'd you get on with your stream today? What you guys get up to? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to Neko Space Agency. Oh, you guys are playing Farm together. I actually think I have seen that come up on my Steam before. How is it? It is similar vibes to the Star of the Dew. Your farm puts mine to shame. We are extremely late game. We're trying to get a perfection run, and we have been playing together for 2 years on this farm now. So that is why the farm looks nice. It has never looked nicer. I'm not gonna lie, but thank you. We've put a lot of work and falling asleep into this farm. We have lots of things going on. But yeah, I hope you had a nice stream. Let me actually introduce myself. Hello, I'm Opal. I'm a non-binary space neko. I use they, them, or she, her pronouns, and I'm here with my friend OwliePlays. We are currently doing some Stardew, but I am a variety streamer. I do lots of different types of streaming. I normally play a lot of chill games, so we play Stardew. I love showcasing indie games, so I do a lot of indie games on channel. So we're doing like Cult of the Lamb. We just played Bramble the other day. Do lots of like chill kind of cozy games for the most part. Sometimes we play horror on the stream as well, but I also do crafting streams every now and again. We started doing crochet streams recently. Sometimes I do digital art or VTuber creation stuff. A little bit of everything, but we try and keep it like chill, relaxed, cozy as much as possible. Occasionally chaos ensues, so feel free to just chill out with us today. And Beezer, don't feel like you have to stick around for too long if you need to do some post-stream stuff. Make sure you take a little break and relax, and get yourself hydrated or maybe get a snack. And if you want to stick around and rest and chat, that's also okay. We're just trying to get as much late game stuff done as possible. We were talking about how they have put vaccines in food, basically. And that is actually a tech that has been used. You can get your vaccines through food in it's not like available in the US, but in other countries it is a thing. It is a thing you can do. Okay. What do we need help with? I feel like we've cleared most of those spots. Time to bop the ground, I guess.
Yeah.
For the crappies.
I was gonna say, do you want me to bop or do you want me to what this word?
I will bop. You plant.
I will plant, and I will do the all the fertilizers and shit.
This. I think there should be seeds. I know I definitely did a lot of strawberry seeds. Yeah. You bop, I bonk, Steve. Steve the bonk is coming through. The bonk has
that kind of bonk.
The bonk hasn't happened yet. Steve just likes to threaten us with bonks. Iron Ferret says I want all my vaccines in a hamburger, please.
Yeah, honestly though.
Oh. What's your last meal? It's a hamburger with my vaccine in it.
Right, like if I'm going to heaven, I'm going to heaven fully vaccinated.
Wow, there's the bonks. Dante's coming in with the bonks. Beezer says very similar to you. I hope you have nice, like, fun, relaxing streams as well. I think a lot of us really enjoy some good cozy times. So, but how was Farm Together? What's the game like? Is it similar to the Stardew? Dante and Steve have just been waiting for the day to commit absolute feral bonkening.
The bonkening.
The bonkening. One day. This way. Try and do that. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to cull, I think, some of the trees. I feel like they're out of hand.
Not the ones at the bottom of this one, but at the bottom of the like cage area.
Yes, they're gonna be out of hand.
Those are a lot. Also, I have a corn dog. My lovely lady love just made me corn dogs.
Noms. Cash, you are in the way. Why must you be here as I'm trying to bonk the ground?
Oh no.
Just wait until you and Dante commit arson. The day could not come any sooner. I have fear in my heart. So Farm Together is a cross between Stardew and Farmville. Very nice. It sounds like a very cozy game though. It really does sound like it's nice and relaxing. I think it came up on my Steam recommended recently enough and I was like, oh yeah, Another nice little cozy farming sim to have to look into. I'll have to give it like a proper check if you say it's actually pretty good. I love when people come in with raids and give me some game recommendations that I can add to my Steam list. Flynn, welcome to stream. Welcome in on this raid. I hope everyone's having a nice Wednesday so far. We've just kind of been vibing. It's been a while since Owlie and I have been able to do a Stardew stream together, so we had a long like hour of just chatting before we actually got into anything. Today is the day where I attempt to try and find golden walnuts. We have 3 left before we get perfection. Actually, we have 2 left now because I did find, we had for a long time 3 missing, and I found 1 so far this stream. So I have 2 left to find. Oh, thank God Chairman Meow is out of the way. I love you, Chairman Meow. You're still kind of in the way, but it's fine. We have a lot of farm space to bonk. There's a lot of farm space to bonk. We are advanced farmers here. There's just so much that we're trying to also get enough money going so we can get the golden clock, which is why we are farming so much. It's like the only decent way to kind of make money, by farming as much as possible and selling as many gemstones as possible. Only thing with Farm Together is that it's not cross-platform, but it's still amazing. It's kind of par for the course. It's not as many cross-platform games out there for co-op that you think there would be. You would hope that there are more, but a lot of the devs, it is kind of hard to make cross-platform games work, which is kind of unfortunate. But as long as you have fun. I feel like most of us who are streamers anyway kind of have PC games for the most part, so. I feel like I've gone back to mostly being PC games. Oh, I could have definitely gone from here. The moment you want to unleash the bonking on Capcom as well as Sega. Capcom be doing stuff. I think just the worst of them all is EA, let's be real. I feel like Capcom's like just set in their ways as a company because they've been around for so long. What has you so mad about Capcom though, Dante, recently? What's the game? What's the game that's like been bugging you that you want to bong Capcom? Oh, I've not got a PC yet. Saving up for one as I'm a PlayStation streamer. That is fair. It can be expensive. I'm luckily enough, I got a laptop that was relatively priced that I'm able to stream on without too many issues, especially because I play a lot of indie games. I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Chairman Meow, please. Please, there's like one spot. No, go on, scoot. Scoot,
Cat,
scoot, scoot.
You're absolutely in the way.
There we go. Bonk this as well. No, wait. There we go. A little bit of extra there.
We're out of seeds anyway.
Oh, okay. Time to gotta buy more tomorrow. It is 1:30. Let's get inside. Sleep time. Thank God, because my pockets are full. Am I going to be able to get into bed? Chairman, maybe you're gonna make it hard for me? Yes. First night without water shots for chat.
Right?
Keep falling asleep.
I'm gonna drink water anyway, but at least it's not mandated this time.
This is it. Oh, Capcom, here's a new Monster Hunter. It's cross-platform, but only for Xbox and PC. Others don't have cross-platform support. Yeah, I have it on the Switch, which I didn't realize it wouldn't be cross-platform for anything else. So to be fair, I've only really played it single player, so... I assume you're talking about Monster Hunter Rise, right? Because I've seen you've been playing that recently. cross-platform as in Microsoft, the X turns 45 degrees because it's a cross. Oh my god, Iron Ferret. This is it. You have it on Switch and PlayStation. The two consoles that don't have cross-compatibility. I'm sure the reason we're talking about cross-compatibility in games in my chat. I'm sure the reason is like solely to do with like complexity of coding for different consoles. I know the Switch is a nightmare to try and make available already. If you programmed a game for PC and you're trying to get it out on Switch, it's already a nightmare to code it for Switch because of how small you have to make the game files.
Yeah, you're basically coding for Android.
Yeah, so that's part of the reason that cross-compatibility kind of is very rare in games as of recently. It's unfortunate, but it's a difficulty. Yeah. So I find it's always amazing that there some game studios are able to even do it in the first place.
Those that do it are very dedicated.
Yeah, I think that is just it. It's like you have to dedicate a team to just put the time and effort into doing it. And like a lot of the big game companies just cannot be arsed. They're gonna make their money anyway, not making it cross-compatible. I got a lot of stuff in my pockets that I don't know what to do with. Yeah, Nintendo will release their next console with like a whole 2 megabytes of RAM, which is just a smartwatch. I still think it's insane that they've like just released their biggest game ever with the Tears of the Kingdom, and they're already working on the next console. Like, it's probably been in the works now for a couple of months because they had that leak of a contract when they were hiring people to work on the project where everyone's like, that's definitely a new console they're working on. So, but apparently it will be cross-compatible with Switch games. So it'd be like when the DS came out that you can play Game Boy games on. That's what they're going to do for this one, supposedly.
That's good.
Which you should be. Who knows what their next... Who knows what the next console is gonna be like for them? Because I genuinely don't think they'll ever beat the Switch. Like, we said that about the Wii. So I don't know. We'll see. It's insane to think that the Wii is now a retro console.
Right.
Somebody said that the other day that the Wii and there was another one. There was another console. I don't know, there was another console that's like the same time that it was released that is like, this is now 20 years old or almost 20 years old. I'm like, stop. I don't want to be old. Make it stop.
I just realized that means that the Game Boy Color is vintage.
It's vintage. I know. Oh. It's upsetting. It's a little bit upsetty spaghetti. I got something rare today. Hint, it was just released last Friday last week. Did you get your deluxe Tears of the Kingdom, Dante? I hope you did. It looks very nice. That whoever got the deluxe ones, the like little packaging and stuff that it comes in looks very nice. Bezar says I'm gonna head off. I'm so glad I found you. Have a good stream. Bezar, thank you again so much for the raid. You have a good rest of your day or night, depending on what time it is for you. And thank you again. I hope you just enjoy your day. Got some gemstones to put away. We got some forage to put away. I got some tool build related stuff. I'm just gonna sell. Bop. I don't need the pine cones. I'm gonna sell that squid ink. I'm going to hold on to. Gonna put that back. Probably gonna have to hold on to the energy tonic because I'm gonna be using a bunch of energy tonics. Energy. Oh my god, the dinosaur was under the pig's legs. Oh, there's so much to sort out here.
Yeah.
Just gonna tidy everything up. Gives me a good excuse to pick up all the truffles though, because I can sell them for real good. I also like make friends with all the animals again.
Yeah.
Because they were very unhappy for quite some time because they weren't getting bonks.
I mean,
No.
I would be unhappy if I wasn't having
No,
baby lizard!
baby lizard! What did we say we were going to call our next baby lizard? There was definitely a name. I don't remember.
Raptor or something?
It could have been Raptor.
Do we have a raptor?
I don't think we do. Aor or Or? Raptor? If we have other names, Raptor. Do we have other name suggestions? I'm happy with Raptor, if you're happy with Raptor.
I am too. I'm pretty happy with that.
Alright, we'll go with Raptor.
Speaking of vintage.
Oh god, Regrets was my childhood. We have so many dino eggies! I loved Rugrats so much.
Same. Especially because there wasn't a lot of like Jewish representation in media, and they were the only ones to do like a Passover episode.
Oh, yeah.
It was so nice because it's like nobody acknowledges that.
We need more representation. I never played the game. There was a game for the PS1 that I never played.
There were so many games. I have the DS game, I have the advanced game, I have... Oh god, I just got bread thrown at me.
I heard that. That was a real bonk.
That is not how you feed the burbs! Oh my god.
It's aggressively feeding the burbs.
Hey, don't feed actual burbs bread.
No, do not feed real burbus bread because that will make their tummies very upsetty spaghetti.
And also, do not throw food directly at their faces, please. That goes for this bird too.
But you know, the hybrid as the Switch was one of their biggest sellers. Ah, okay, it's not even gonna be, it's gonna be like when they brought the Wii U out, probably. Danny says I got the special collector's edition. Someone didn't pick up their copy in time at around 8 PM yesterday during stream. GameStop called us like, if you make it here for 10 AM, it was mine. Hell yeah. It's like, if you want to have, you can have it if you come pick it up. It's like, cool. Well, big sucks to whoever pre-ordered that and didn't pick it up. You just lost out, my dude. Cost me an additional $90, but still, I mean, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth it. I'm sure it looks great and has like a bunch of cool additional stuff. Dante says they'll release a new series, but the one thing I want from Rugrats, HD collection of all the Rugrats games. I feel like it won't get made. There's so many like games people would love a remaster of that just is never, it's just never gonna happen. Unless you really beg for the rights of it from whoever owns it and become a dev team of your own.
Right, like become a dev team, offer to do the entire thing.
That's the only way sometimes. Well, like, even that doesn't seem to be working, because, like, the Alice Madness Returns prequel got cancelled because he couldn't get the rights to his own game. Poor American McGee.
That sucks. So
I was so hyped for that to actually come out. I'm gonna hopefully buy the art book at some point when I get money, so that we can, like, learn what the story was at least supposed to be about.
Yeah.
See this? Surprisingly, the trees aren't overrunning quite yet, so we're gonna probably leave them. Make some dino mayo.
Have you seen that Franbo 2 is coming?
I have, and I am super hyped because I love the first game. And the studio make like TikTok videos that are very funny, so I think they'll probably make some good content around the second game as well.
I'm also I love all the plushies that have come out so far, and there's a plushie for the longing. I don't know if
Oh, okay.
the longing before, but there's a shade plushie, and it is so freaking cute.
It's a game that's been on my my wish list to want to play, and I just haven't gotten around to buying it yet. But I love the concept of it. It's like right up my alley for things that I would like to play whenever I finally can buy games again. Just so many plushies keep getting released from like different IP that I like. I'm like, whew, you gotta stop. My couch is too full of plushies.
Me and my bed.
They released oh wait, hold on. PS1 game Search for Reptar Studio Tour Rugrats in Paris and Totally Angelica, the movie game. I didn't know they also had the movie game as well. I just did not have any of those types of games growing up. To be fair, we have very limited numbers of games coming into our household because we couldn't really afford that many things. There's a call for it since there's a lot of fans that buy it. There's definitely fans that will buy it.
My lap, but that means that I cannot do much.
It's just like when the cat sits on you. You just can't move. You're not allowed to move now.
Yep. No moving, just box.
Only head pats. I don't think there's anything in our Junimo Hut because it's been winter time, so... I want a return of Danny the Phantom and Johnny Bravo. Man, Johnny Bravo just would not pass in this day and age, I don't think, though. I think Danny Phantom would, but I don't like, I don't like Butch Hartman as a person. So, the less spotlight on Butch Hartman, the better. But Danny Phantom, great show.
It's not for my sake, it's for the fox sake.
It is for the fox sake, that is it. Dante in my chat's like, I would love a return of Danny Phantom and Johnny Bravo, and I'm like, I love Danny Phantom, do not like Butch Hartman. The less spotlight we get on Butch Hartman, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop with the plushies, you're damaging my wallet. Yeah, pretty much. You gotta stop. It's like how Unpacking released a bunch of the plushies from the game as well. And they have all of the chickens with their little chicken butts, and they have like the frog plushie from Unboxing. They have all the plushies that are in the game as real plushies you can buy, and I'm like, stop. I don't have money. I don't have money for this right now.
Also, Robin has successfully managed to get me into Roblox, and there are plushies of some of the high popularity Roblox games, like the Pets game.
Yeah.
You know, the pet collection game.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. Roblox would sell so much money with plushies, so it's not surprising they have, like, every spin-off of Roblox possible just gets a plushie of their own.
So, yeah, and also there's bees. You can get plushie bees.
Bees!
Bees.
The bees.
The bees. And honestly, the bee game is so much fun. It's so cute, too.
It's one of those things where I objectively
Oh my god, so much slime. It's one of those games that it's so bad it's good kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so simple. It's so not intensive. It is the epitome of casual game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, oh god, is it so stinking cute and relaxing and chill. Yeah, you need to make honey for bears.
Honey for the bears.
You spend your entire game just running around flower fields and fighting bugs with your bees to make honey for some bears.
Honestly, that still sounds very chill.
It is so chill. It is like the ultimate chill game. It's lovely.
Basically, just mobile games, but mostly third person. 3D.
Yes.
Yeah. They're mobile games for PC.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's letting just anyone and everyone build their own game.
This is fair. I always feel like it's kind of just an extension of the similar vibes that like Minecraft gives. Oh, hello, eels. Want 2 diamonds? I can... Oh, I don't have diamonds on me right now, but I can get you diamonds.
Yeah, diamonds are easy.
I have many. Where's my gemstones?
Just stopping by in the cave for a second. Hey, look, diamonds.
Yeah, I literally picked it up yesterday, so... There's 1, there's 2... This diamond will keep us happy and healthy. I'm sure it will.
I don't know how, but sure. I suppose it will.
Good old lava eels. Minecraft, aka adult Legos. I thought Lego was the adult Lego.
Speaking of Minecraft, over this upcoming weekend we plan to revamp our multiplayer server.
Oh, nice.
So... Hey, you're the one that said that you're the one that offered. You don't get to make jokes of me.
Always make jokes of you. How do I show my love?
I thought you showed your love by letting me tickle you!
There's just payback going on there. Bop bop. Bim 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 bim. Let me boop you. No, I already booped you today. Okay, time to go back to Island to figure out what the hell I'm doing with golden walnuts.
Ah, yes.
I have never heard of the game show Uh-Oh. I don't know if that was, like, just not aired in Europe? Or if it's an age thing. Also, I'm so sorry. I think I had a sippy sip from Iron Ferret and I just haven't noticed. I've been very much all over the place. I will take it now, though. I got a cannon monster. Nom. I got a plushie of the Thrumbo from RimWorld and I won't see it for a few months. That is the issue with, like, pre-ordering plushies. I haven't actually played RimWorld, but I think I own RimWorld. Do I not? Oh, maybe it's on my Epic. I get games. Epic is only for, like, when you pick up occasional free games. I think I have RimWorld on my Epic front because it's not coming up on Steam, but it's a well-beloved game that I have yet to try out. I feel like Thrumbo's such a cute name, though. I guarantee it's an adorable-looking plushie. I need to pull this up so we can double-check where we're going. We are on the North Island. Scrap will lead to a diggable spot found southwest of the entrance to the volcano in the crook of a curved palm tree. I think we've done that one. Dig just inside the entrance to Ginger Island north from the main beach on the left-hand side in the center of some rocks that form a circle. I think we've done that, but I'm gonna double check. I have a list of, like, all the golden walnut locations. I've only found one of the missing ones that we weren't sure about today, and I think the other 2 might be, like, volcano-only walnuts. I'm not entirely sure. Trumbos are cute but dangerous, like a hippo, but fluffier. That is... Honestly, that sounds adorable. I would love to have a little friend like that. I think this is the circle that they're talking about. Center of a circle. Yes, I have dug this one up multiple times to double check it. Pebble circle on the far northwest overlooking the ocean. That one's been done. Inside a circle of stones and plants east of the volcano's entrance, the top and left sides of the circle are the volcano wall and some bushes. Yes?
Would you be up for second half of the stream being like tea blending, maybe?
We can definitely do some tea blending. I'm like just...
My brain is going a bit burr, but I don't want to like end stream, so like tea blending would be a good way to not have to words while also trying to control somebody on screen.
This is fair. This is understandable. It is also just like we have a few characters and stuff that we were talking about before that we'd be interested in doing. So
we were. And it was also something we were thinking about for like the TMS success stream celebration. Yes,
that is also something that we can do. Yeah, just let me know whenever you want to switch over.
Jamaica TMS.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, that has to be something very like zappy. I feel like tangy is the zesty.
God. Zesty.
Zesty.
Zesty and spicy.
Yeah.
I'll make a TMS blend that's zesty and spicy.
Hell yeah.
And also a bunch of Stardew blends.
Yes.
But yeah, can today be last day then?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, because I have walked back and forth like 10 times trying to remember what it was I was doing and
this is
forgetting
fair.
immediately.
It's one of those days.
Yeah, it's the fact that I got this far in stream is impressive.
I'm just like kind of all over the place and like trying to find these golden wall. I'm still surprised I found one today. That's better than we were the last couple of while.
True. Wait, it's significant improvement.
Grassy spot with a palm tree patch. I have done this one. Dig in the diamond of flowers in the middle of a grassy area. Again, just inside the entrance. Okay. A diamond of flowers. I think I've also done that one. So, what are we doing? Grassy spot with a palm tree. This one? I'm pretty sure I've dug up like as many spots as possible around here. And I think we've gotten all the ones that can possibly be found here. Oh, this is the one that they're talking about. That's been dug up. And then they said one with a patch of flowers, which I think is this corner, which we've dug up. What else is there? Square-ish shape made of faintly discolored sand, southeast of the island field office. Southeast is where we are. Oh, is that the faintly discolored sand that they're talking about? Well, what's the other one that they're talking about then? That has a diamond of flowers. Oh, here. Oh!
Ooh! You got another one!
I did! Okay, so there was a few spots that we didn't dig up. It was... That one's really hard to tell that you can dig in it because it's on a grassy patch.
Oh.
There's like there's a diamond of flowers that you have to dig in the middle of, which I would have never thought to have done.
Rude. Upsetty.
So that's everywhere on the north checked.
Yeah.
We only have one more to get.
Okay. We are.
So it's either through fishing. I haven't checked the bushes at the forge in the volcano. Or it's just chests to open.
Yeah.
In the volcano, because I'm pretty sure we have bopped everywhere on the like mermaid section of the island.
Yeah.
That is boppable, because they're the only ones I have to double check. I'm gonna check the forge to make sure we got both bushes that are in there. And then other than that, I think we just have to like farm, fish, and try and find chests in the volcano.
Farm, fish, and fight!
Yep. Let me just scoot my way over to bushes. Oh yeah, I can't actually use water on these, so where are the bushes in here then? There was one here. What was the other bush? Oh, at the entrance and on the west side. Okay, we've gone the ones that are in the volcano then. Yeah, apparently you can get up to 17 opening chests, mining, and defeating monsters.
Damn.
Yeah. I've definitely gotten a few in here while fighting, and I don't know.
I have as well, but I don't think I've gotten that many. I think I've maybe gotten 4 or 5.
I like very, very quickly before the end of the day check out the south side where the Pirates Cove is to double check those like little spots. We definitely did mermaid puzzle and gotten the one in with the thing. There's a fishing pool. If you fish in the center of the star pool, which I think I have tried and don't know if I've gotten a thing out of it. There's a diamond of yellow starfish to dig in, which I think we've done that one.
Yeah, I think I did that.
There's one inside the cove among the barrels. Which I don't know if we've done this one. Oh, here, this patch. Oh, we got the last one.
Yo! Right, time to go check the completion.
We got like 10 minutes before the end of the
I'm gonna
thing.
pass out. That's fine.
I'm gonna pass out here. That is it. That's all of them, though. It has to be. I missed 3, and I got 3 today. So there was just a few spots that we missed because they were kind of hidden.
So now all I need are those last, like, 13 Pepper Rexes and the golden clock.
And the golden clock.
We will have completed the game.
Hell yeah.
And I do not have the spoons to try to go for Pepper Rexes right now.
No, that's fair. That's a next week. That's a next week thing. Although I got a cherry bomb, which is good for joining you on slaying some monsters. Let's double check this. Hopefully it's actually worked.
Right? Like, please.
There is a known bug when you're on multiplayer that it sometimes tells you you're missing one, so hopefully that hasn't happened. No, we got it! 130 out of 130.
Yes!
We're 80% complete. So, yeah, it's just the golden clock and the monster slayer hero.
Woo!
That is taken so long to fight all the golden walnuts. What a great way to... That's definitely a let's just end here and switch over.
End stream here. Time to
switch.
Blending.
I'm gonna take a quick little break and go to the bathroom while we get ready for this.
Same here. I'm gonna put up my BRB screen and just stretch.
Yeah. All right. I'll be back in a sec then. I'll do my thing for you guys in chat. For anyone who doesn't know, we normally do Garthic on stream while we're on break. It's a Pictionary game where you type in chat what you think is being drawn. So I'll put that up and I'll see you guys in just a second.
Yeah.
It is a sneaky BRB raid. Holy heck, I'm so where to go to the bathroom? Hello everybody, welcome to stream. Josephine, thank you so much for the raid. And to Crowarch, thank you for the follow. Hold on, let me give you a shout out because I'm pretty sure the bot did not do that properly. How was your stream? I saw you were playing Outer Wilds for the first time. How are you enjoying it? I played a little bit of Outer Wilds. I have not actually finished it myself. It's very relaxing, but also like kind of scary game at some times. Me and Owlie were playing some Stardew, but we're actually about to switch over and make some Stardew themed tea blends. So we're over on Adagio Teas at the moment. We're gonna start making some stuff. I'm gonna go lurk and get food. I actually played Outer Wilds for 4.5 hours without standing or taking breaks. Oh my god, you go get yourself a good rest. Make sure you get some tasty foods. And I really appreciate the raid. Thank you so much. Make sure you have a nice rest of your night. And I appreciate the lurk. Let me turn off our Garthic on stream. I'm back. I just got raided, so I'm just saying hello to everybody.
Welcome back and hello, Raiders.
Yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. I should introduce myself. Hello, I'm Opal. I am a non-binary space neko. I use they, them, or she, her pronouns. And I'm a variety streamer. I stream lots of different types of games. Normally chill games, like we were just playing Stardew Valley. And we regularly play Stardew Valley on Wednesdays. But I also like to stream lots of different indie games. So we're playing Cult of the Lamb at the moment. I recently played Bramble. I sometimes play horror games on the channel. but mostly chill kind of cozy games. I also do crafting streams. I've been starting doing a lot of crocheting streams recently. Sometimes I do digital art. Sometimes I do VTuber creation stuff, where I show the process of making VTuber assets or actual models and stuff. And then occasionally just do a little bit of whatever I kind of want to do. It's we have chill fun times over here, so I hope you guys enjoy joining us on this raid. Everyone in here seems to be very good eggs if you've come with Josephine, so yeah, I hope you have a good time just chilling with us as we attempt to blend some teas based off Stardew Valley characters. We've done this a couple of times before. We've done this when we've celebrated myself and the wonderful OwliePlays, who I'm with at the moment. I'm gonna give Owlie a shout out for everyone else in chat who's joined on the raid to check out. Owlie, I know it's technically tagged in the title as well if you want to try and check them out there, but I'm gonna do a little link there as well. Iron Ferret is just egg, singular egg. But yes, we have blended teas before based off of Stardew Valley characters, and we have a link for those teas if anyone wants to check them out. Some of the profit of the teas goes to charities, but it is just some fandom teas that are available on, I think it's tea, hold on. There you go, there's links to the teas there. I can open that up and show you some of the teas that is on Owlie's Adagio tea page. We have our Stardew teas, which we have blended on stream together, and a few of them were added by Owlie off stream as well, but most of them have actually been blended on stream recently. We have like anniversary teas and everything in there from streaming together. So if you guys want to check those out, those are there. Okay, I have Adagio open. We're not doing PowerPoint this time, we're just going free balling.
So I have a question. Would you
Yes.
possibly be willing to make a cheesy clip art of like a brain with a magnet and electric zappy lines? It could be MS Paint, it could be clip art, I don't care.
I can do something nice in Photoshop because I got the drawing tablet up and running.
Awesome. It has to be a JPEG 700 by 437.
Okay, 700 by 437. Whoa! Dropping everything. I might be a bit rotated doing this, but that's fine. I'll show you guys.
Well, I figure out what to do for my TEA-TMS for depression.
Again, I just zesty. Zesty's the only thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, zesty and spicy.
Okay, we're going to close.
Gotta go
close
chili
Steam.
lime green, at least a little bit.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna actually put you on for just regular no push to talk so I can draw and talk to you at the same time.
That's fair.
Voice acting. There we go. A brain with some zappies.
There we go, I'm on voice activity too.
Awesome.
Yay!
I should actually change category into just chatting.
Oh yeah, that categories exist. Right.
Oh man, I have definitely had a few times where I forget to change over.
What are you? What are those? What are those?
You're too tired to complete that analogy.
I am
love
fake.
you.
I am fake streamer. I do not know how to do anything.
Robin's trying very hard to make a joke at my expense, but she's very sleepy and very cute.
This is fine. So 700 by 420. 430? 430. Right?
It's 543.
543 by 700.
Oh wait, no wait, 437 for the... I thought you were talking about the time! I'm so sorry. 437, 700 wide, 437 tall.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna get this.
God, wow.
Open a capture. It is the zappy brain time.
It sure is. Oh boy.
Can I do this on a window capture? I'm just gonna switch whatever Stardew was
I'm
on.
actually not gonna do chili lime green. I want something I'll actually drink. I
Does that show
make
my-
it spicy.
Spicy.
I'll make it chai. I'll do one of the chais.
What background color would you like?
Dealer's choice.
Okay. That's it for me to figure later. We're doing like typical pink brain and yellow zappies. We're doing it like real simple stuff.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy. I have not drawn. I haven't drawn in quite some bit, so we'll see how this goes. Do I want this to be super textured brush? I have like textured brushes out for some reason. I don't remember why. I normally prefer doing Clip Studio Paint because I like the brushes you can get in Clip Studio Paint more than Photoshop. I know you can edit your own stuff in Photoshop.
No, I understand completely. Clip Studio is very nice for brushes.
Yeah, because everything's free. You don't have to buy like other people's brush packs if you don't know how to make your own brush packs. Just nicer. I feel like I need a reference of what a brain looks like. What does brain?
Lumpy.
I know it's lumpy.
It looks like a potato.
I always do like side-on brain, but like...
Yeah. Side-on brain looks more like a kidney bean.
Yeah, I really do. I feel like I've taken the pink that's like way too neon of a pink.
Honestly, like, after the zappies, that's probably what my brain looks like anyway.
My brain is black.
Yeah. I want something... What do we even have? I could do citrus mint. No, I don't want to do that. The struggle of trying desperately to make something spicy and tart, and also something that I would actually drink.
Yeah, I feel that. Like most times when we're doing our Stardew teas, it's like, is this in character and also something drinkable?
Yeah, is this character in any way something compatible with not hating what you're putting in your body?
I feel like every time I try and do... Can I just do, like, clip art? Every time I try and look at, like, a realistic brain and then draw... I am too much perfectionist for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. Just block out shapes.
Alright, so I'm settling, I think. No, I'm not. I was gonna settle on white chai, cranberry, and blood orange, but I want to try to find something better than that. Like, I like white chai because it has the peppercorns in it, but I can just add peppercorn. Oh my god, babe. I love you.
I kind of hate... I'm gonna use...
You have a cute butt. She's being cute.
This is fair. This is acceptable.
Thai chai has like coconut. I don't want that. The description for green chai is physically painful for me to try to read. Like, I have tried reading it 3 or 4 times now, and like, look, just tell me what spices are in it. Tell me what the flavors are. Telling me that it's going to warm my chakras tells me nothing. Yes, but I need to know a flavor profile, not a spiritual function.
Yeah, sometimes the teas do be weird like that. There's just like, yeah, you wanna just buy this?
You want to know what this tastes like? Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck. You gotta get on a better spiritual plane to understand the flavor profile of this tea.
You need to reach enlightenment and nirvana to understand what our tea tastes like. I'm sorry.
That is exactly it.
Screw it, I'm doing masala chai because I know what that tastes like.
Outline on a different.
I wish they had a cranberry that wasn't a black tea.
Change.
Or a proper lemon. Like, everyone's like lavender lemon. And I'm like, no, I don't want lavender lemon.
I just want lemon.
I just want lemon. Just throw a whole lemon into the tea.
Give me a whole ass lemon.
And peppercorns. Corn on this one too.
I want it to look kind of.
I would love it to look lumpy because I have absolutely endured enough lumps that it has left a mark.
The brain, it has lumps. This is definitely not anatomically accurate brain.
That's fine, we don't have to.
The biologist studying me is like, oh god, what are you doing?
Honestly, I do not mind it not being anatomically accurate. That's I would be okay with MS Paint.
Well, to be fair,
you're better than MS Paint, so therefore
you're
win.
getting MS Paint levels just drawn in Photoshop.
I take those. That's a win. I will take it at this point. Like, honestly, I always have a fun time chatting with you, but especially because by the end of a stream, both of us kind of feel like we're so tired. You know, sleepy drunk, when you're so tired that you just start acting drunk even though you are not.
Me most days, to be honest. It's like the end of like a session where you meet up with friends. You're just like, my capacity is down to 0.
Yeah, my battery is real low. I'm sure acting like Wally when his battery was like failing and everything was like, wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's me. I feel really bad because I had a day where my boyfriend had like one of his friends and his partner over, and I was meeting his partner for the first time.
I'm sorry, I got
attacked by love. Yeah, no, like it was meeting his partner for the first time, and we were playing board games, but
she's telling a story. Give them a minute. I love you, babe.
But like, no, it was like just I had such bad energy day. I was like, I feel really bad because I can't be like nearly as hyper as I normally am when meeting people for the first time. Just the energy was not there, and I'm like, I swear, I normally I'm quite energetic and bubbly, but today is not that day. I am dying.
Yeah, I feel that. The mail you hit me in the face with, babe, is actually for you. It's your mail. It's for you. Open it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Open it.
Well, I presume you know what it is.
I do, but you should open it. Look, you hit me in the face with it. You get to do the honors of opening it.
Rage face.
Yeah, keep opening it. Continue to open it. Looking at the outside is not opening it.
Oh, it's crochet stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's something you said you wanted to do, so now you have the tools. She's wanted to learn to crochet for a bit, so I got her a kit.
Very nice.
Yes. Oh, speaking of, do you want to do a pattern trade, Opal?
I can definitely, I have so many saved now that I don't know if I've made enough of them, but I can definitely do a pattern trade.
I only have 2 patterns, but they're for the Star Wars Tuca dolls.
Oh, yes.
And I feel like you'd appreciate those.
I have, my only Star Wars one I have currently is, Baby Yoda, because I'm currently doing that on stream, and I found a pattern on Instagram. That I can definitely send over if you want to make either Grogu or Yoda, because they both look very similar.
Yeah, basically.
He's a keychain-sized amigurumi version of Grogu, so you could also make Yoda and just give him a different outfit.
Yeah. And, you know the Bad Batch with the kid's doll?
Yes.
It's for the doll. I have 2
awesome.
patterns for that doll.
I love that. I will be.
And you can make custom ones. You can make ones that have like Ahsoka Tano colors.
I will definitely do that. I have a section in my Discord that I've been like sharing anytime I come across things that I've been doing, so I'll add more there as well if you ever want to like have a look, and I'll send you some in the Discord just to like have a look at. Because I have like a whole YouTube playlist saved of just things I've been finding.
Honestly, just link the playlist in the Discord, and I will link everything that I've got too.
Yeah, can do. There's so many things. I've saved so many things just for like future of doing some crochet streams, essentially.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a very lumpy brain. Time to do some lightning bolts.
Those.
It's actually better than I thought it would be. It's just very plain currently. I can do a bit of shading after. Figure out lightning bolts.
That is a amazing looking brain. Do not undersell yourself there. That brain is great.
It is all looking at reference.
Yes.
It is definitely no smooth brain right here.
Yours
it is
wrinkly.
very wrinkly. It has 2000 IQ.
It's 2000 IQ brain.
I feel like
that's
chunkier brush.
You have a great brain both in your head and on screen.
Oh, Owlie, thank you. I was like, who is resubscribing? It is the Elster. Wait. Oh, you are up on 4th place on our board. I found out that Fig the Lemur streamer is in fact back to streaming, and she rated the other day and popped in, was like, I've still been subscribed since you basically have become affiliate. I'm like, that's a long time. Holy heck. It's so long. I feel like I don't know what brush I have that's good for...
I think we took the tag off, babe.
I mean, I could just, like, use the shape tool. I'm pretty sure there's a lightning bolt in the shapes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's literally the first thing that came up because I was like, it knew! It knew exactly what I was trying to do, apparently.
Perfect.
Oh my god, even Photoshop's listening to me now.
Yeah, everything is using your microphone. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't escape. Even when you have it like turned off on
Yep.
on everything, it's still like, no, you gotta do the thing.
Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna send you a thing for the background. I have an idea for the background.
Ooh, okay.
No. I'm trying to find one specific thing, and I don't know if it still exists or not, but I desperately want it to. Oh, damn it. No, damn it. Right.
If only I could afford Illustrator.
Yeah. I feel that. I found something close to what I remember seeing, but unfortunately it is, like, locked behind a paywall.
Ah.
And I am upsetty.
Always the case.
One of the things that I found, like, forever and ever ago was just a pile of magnets. Like, someone just took a whole bunch of magnets and threw them on top of each other.
A bunch of magnets?
Like a photo of a bunch of magnets, yeah.
I have a photo of the magnetic coils inside of a plasma reactor.
Ooh.
Can I borrow it? Hold on, I might not need it. I found one that's really funny. I'm gonna send it to you. This is funny. I think this is funny. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just like focused. Oh god. Wet bug.
Yeah.
I love that. Wet bug. It's me save. Magnetic poetry. Very philosophical.
I love the torn, ravish, sorrow, believe, dad, explore, wet bug.
Yeah, wet bug is the best one there.
Yes.
Good position of lightning bolts. One of them is like in a position that looks like it is purely stabbing one of the wrinkles in your brain, so I feel like that's a good position.
Perfect. Love that.
Oops, that's not open. No, you're gonna take up so much of my resources.
No.
That's fine. It's okay. Adobe, your products take up too much resource.
Adobe, you suck.
Really do be that way sometimes. Industry standard.
Especially with the Pantone bullshit.
Oh, stop! No, the worst is the AI. The worst is the AI that every single person who uses Photoshop is going to have their work implemented in their AI system. You can't escape it. You just can't escape it. I'm gonna do like a very slight blur on this
That's totally
background.
fine. Absolutely acceptable.
Lens blur, 'cause I like how lens blurs do them. That's too much of a blur. I have it set up for like when I do some stream background stuff, and it's like highly blurry. I'm like, that's too much of a blur. Wow, that's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of shading on this brain. How does one shade the brain? How do I add more wrinkle to the wrinkly sminkle?
Honestly, the shading isn't gonna show. They pixelate the crap out of.
Oh yeah, they make them very small.
They're very blurry. They're exceptionally blurry.
Okay, we can leave it. I might just do like highlights then. If
Yeah,
like
that would probably show better.
Do like cell shade highlights. Stop. Look, hella shiny.
The most shiny brain.
This is a lesson in watching how I don't know how lighting works.
Mood, though, same. And also, like, it's a brain. The only people who know how lighting works on a brain are not artists.
No, you right. You're right.
Brain surgeons are not artists. Brain surgeons are brain surgeons.
They're 10 times smarter than anyone could be. One shiny ass brain.
It's the most anime brain.
Oh my god, highlights out the wazoo. Who needs anything when you have anime brain? I don't need God or anime on eyesight, but my brain is the anime.
I was about to say, who needs God and anime when your brain is God and anime?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is a moist looking brain right there.
It sure is. It looks great.
Okay, where am I saving you? I'm gonna save you. I have so many pictures. The brain. So there you go. And now I send to you, my dear.
Yay! And I think I found someone good to head off to.
Cool.
For as soon as I finish putting this thing up.
So what did you end up going for in terms of tea blend.
I chose masala chai, blood orange, cranberry, pink peppercorns, ginger, and lemon peels.
Zesty. Definitely.
Zesty.
That sounds exactly what we needed. The zap to the brain.
Alright, let me just quickly...
Also, I completely missed the message from Iron Ferret saying the brain is made of meat.
It sure is.
Tasty.
Love that for us.
Like men's deodorant that smells like a bear wrestling a squid.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Alright, here we go. Select file to upload. Please actually function. There we go. Save. Upload. Create blend. You can tell I'm tired because not only is it full of typos, but my description of the tea is because brain zappies should be tasty.
The brain zappies really do be tasty. Which section are you putting this in?
Misc. I just put it in here. I'll send you the link direct. That way you don't have to look for it.
Yeah, I was just like, I was looking
I
through
have a
your
lot of
page.
teas.
Yeah, because I'm gonna show it off on stream.
I have a lot of teas. If you like any kind of tea, I'm sure I have something for you, I promise.
There is a lot. There is a link in my chat currently if you want to check out the tea page.
Yes.
There we go. That's what the tea looks like. Nice.
TMS for depression.
Love that. Have to have the teapot in there as well.
Yes. Alright, Charity. I need to pick something about depression.
Yeah, a mental health charity. Such a plethora of charities to pick from as well. Yes, I would like to
there's
say.
too many. I literally... God, my brain. What am I even looking at half of these?
That is the question. Let's see if we can do a search for some charities I can't spell for depression.
It gets better project. That's easy. I'll take that.
Cool.
Do those. I might change it later, but at least it has something for now.
We got so many. We got some. It's always American ones that come up first for me, which is very surprising. And then I get the Depression and Support Education Services aware.ie. It's like the Irish one.
Yeah.
Comedy for depression with Milton Jones. Good on you, Milton Jones. He's a very funny man.
Nice. So for those of you who don't know, TMS is transcranial magnetic stimulation. It basically feels like someone tapping really hard and annoyingly on your head for 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, for 36, 38 days, whatever. Really long time, like 7 weeks. And it doesn't sound or feel like anything. It just feels like tap, 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 like someone being annoying when they're tapping your shoulder like a little too hard, like that. And there's gonna be a dip in the middle if anyone ever feels like this is something they need. There's gonna be a dip in the middle where your depression spikes real hard, and then at the end your depression is like half what it used to be. So
it gets rough for a little bit, and then it gets much better.
But it is very good at helping with depression. It's very good for helping with anxiety and OCD and PTSD. And basically they're figuring out different areas of the brain to target because they target specific tiny areas of your brain instead of doing big lots of electricity to all of your brain. It's tiny, tiny very focused magnetic stimulation to specific areas of the brain. And that means that they can, like, not screw up your entire memory and personality. They can just fix the depression or the anxiety or the OCD or the whatever. So
just locate the specific spots that are being bad and tell them, no, stop, please.
yes. So TMS is really good, less side effects than medication, more effective than medication. Highly recommend. See if you have treatment-resistant depression, see if your insurance will cover, because 10 out of 10 worked well.
Nice. Well, congratulations, you're finished. You are done, no longer brain zapped.
I am no longer brain zapped, I'm done.
This is good. All done. Perfect. Feel better.
So I think I'm gonna send you the name of the person that I was looking at.
Yes.
Let me fix thing. Here we go.
Oh, I keep getting like the hiccups every time I take drinks.
Oh no.
It's like
hiccups.
Try not to try not to hiccup challenge.
No, that's not what I wanted to press. Oh, come on now. I'm struggling. I apologize.
You're good. It's all G. I hope we all had fun on stream today. We got through.
Here we go.
We got through a fair amount actually, and finally got all the golden walnuts. It only took me having a good look around today to find the last 3.
Fine. I will find somebody else instead.
Aw, big upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have IRL streamer who I rated the other day who's doing Stardew.
It's pretty cool. I was looking for someone doing crochet.
Could also do it. Who's got someone doing sewing? I followed like a fair few people. Just going through the like makers and crafts.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, is going through makers and crafts, because I'm like, I saw someone crocheting and
now they're done. They are finito.
They are finito.
There's always so many 3D printing streams.
I found someone LGBT doing embroidery.
Ooh, very nice. Lots of con crunching going on as well at the moment.
Holy heck, this is intense. I'm gonna send you the person's thing because they're working on quite a project.
Oh.
And entirely up to you if you think this or someone else, because if you find someone else, then we can do that. But my goodness.
Oh, look. Oh my, is the thing on the right what they're trying to— that's so much embroidery. I do not have the patience. I would not have patience to be able to do that.
Oh, here's someone. I found a queer crocheter. Here we go. Queer crocheter. And send.
Capped Casa. Oh, they're doing big blankie. Chonky.
Yes, chonky one.
Chonky. Yeah, we can rate them.
Yeah.
That looks super soft and comfy.
Right. Alright. It was awesome talking to you again and hanging out with you.
Yeah, it's been a while, so it's nice to get back into it again. And I hope you have a good rest the brain after stream.
Yeah, you too.
I'm gonna be playing Star Wars.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
really snuggling my cutie and watching her play Tears of Kingdom.
very nice. You enjoy and have a
as
good rest of your day.
You too.
Bye, Owlie's chat.
Bye, Opal's chat.
All right. Okie dokie, everybody. I'm gonna give you guys our raid messages to get those copy and pasted. We are raiding Captain Casa, who's crocheting a shonky blanket. Very cozy vibes going on right now. But yeah, again, I'm gonna just drop links to the tea if you do want to check out any of the teas that's on the Adagio store. We don't make profits off the teas. They're solely just for fun to blend, and then some of the profit that when you buy teas do go to charities for each tea that are available there. I'm gonna drop links to the Discord if you guys want to join our... I can't type. I have thing for this. I don't need the type. If you want to join our community Discord, there should be a link if my touch portal wishes. There it is. And then also I post on Twitter and occasionally TikTok, and also I have a VOD archive YouTube channel and a regular YouTube channel that gets videos when I have time to edit videos. So those are also in chat right now. I'm gonna give everyone a shout out who rated today. So we're gonna give a shout out to Cake Jumper. We're also going to roll our credits as we are getting ready to raid. So you guys make sure you get those raid messages copy and pasted. Please check out Cake Jumper and Bizarre for also raided today. I'm going to give a shout out to them. And thank you to the Crow Arch and Bizarre for following as well. And thank you to Owlie for the resubscribe. And let me give a shout out to Bizarre as well. Please check both of them out. They're both wonderful streamers. I appreciate very much all the raids today, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun with me today on this raid. I will be back next Monday. There's no weekend streams this week because my dad's visiting, so we will not be live this weekend. I'll be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week for more streams, so I will see you all then, and I hope you all have a good rest of your week, good rest of your night. I'm gonna give Owlie a little shout out as well so that you can check out Owlie. If you haven't checked out Owlie yet, what are you doing? Go check out Owlie. That's gonna be it from me tonight. Share those raid messages, copy and paste. I hope you have a good rest of your night, evening, day, depending on where you are. I'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody!